Who's number two? Oh yeah, you're number two.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm trying to look. My computer's a little slow today. It's really weird. It's a little slow, but anyway. How's everybody doing? Good?
Good. Good.
Great. Sorry. Doing
Is
great.
it,
Making
is
noise.
it... Hey, Paul, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Steve was the first, so got that. Oh, man, so much stuff today. So much stuff. I think I'm on a little bit of a delay. Hello. Yeah. So for some reason, there's a delay on mine, so bear with me. Hey, Boba, how you doing? Marcus, how you doing? Paul, another Paul, how you doing? And then, of course, Sissy.
Who's that guy?
I have no idea. Yeah, there's
He's
a
trying to
delay.
tap in already.
I know. There's a little bit of a delay. I know he's saying I can't even do that. I can't even do it this time. I don't think because I was like, man, there's too much stuff. Hello, how's everyone doing? We got Eddie in here. Cousin Eddie's here.
Cousin Eddie? Oh shit.
Yeah. Give me a second. I might black out for a second, but I think it's because I have a couple apps running. Let me try to get rid of the apps first, and we'll do that. Maybe that'll help. So
Yeah,
I don't
you
get a
can't be
bunch of...
downloading, the videos while trying to do this stuff, man. You gotta put those on pause for a moment.
He doesn't want those bufferings in the background,
Yeah.
I heard from a friend they take up quite a bit of bandwidth.
They do. Depends on how many you're doing.
The hub of videos.
Right.
I know that I haven't been on in a while when I look through my app list and it's junk that I didn't open from before. So let's see. Love the game. How you doing? Alec, how you doing? Melvin, how you doing? All right. Got a nice little show tonight. How are you guys doing? Any highlights, events, anything like that? Besides the stuff that we're going to talk about.
I was say, wow. After all that, that's a tough act to follow. What
I know, right? Jeez, man.
Yeah.
Highlights.
Just stalking my FedEx app.
Yeah. My son had his 8th birthday party. It was a surprise, and did laser tag for the first time, and that was really fun. And he had a blast. So all of his little friends were there, and it was cool. It was a good day. He was really happy. So
you get good presents?
Couple little. his friends, they treated him pretty well, but he got pretty spoiled from mom and dad. But dad does all the shopping from Uncle Mez, so. Uncle Mez's corner store.
You should put that on the packages from Uncle Mez. Yeah. Here's another one from Uncle Mez. It might get you off the hook.
Yeah, that's a crazy rich uncle that you only hear from at holidays and birthdays, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We could all use one of those.
Yeah.
Let's see here. First question.
What about you guys? Highlights, fun stuff.
It sucks. I had 2 this week, but one I can't talk about. Let me see. I'm trying to think of the other one. That one I can say for later too. Sorry. So no, yeah, highlights, but they can be brought up for later. I'm still working on it, man. I'm working on it. So
such a vague answer.
It is. Just trying to build suspense, And we are officially what?
I know.
4 minutes in, so we can't curse until 7 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Did you read that shit? That they? Oh well, it's not monetized anyway. I don't really care. But
so
yeah, I was reading some of that stuff that they had on there, and they were talking about, you can't curse or say anything within the first 7 minutes. I'm like, wow, dude. I was like, who the heck is running this? Paige? Jeez. So such a stickler. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, that's about it. What about you, Cece?
No, not too much, man. Not too much. Stalking that FedEx app, waiting on Conan, man. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
Envying the West Coast folks.
Yeah, man. Everybody's getting that thing. It looks good. It looks really
Yeah.
good.
Mine is supposed to be here early next week, but he always seems to stop at Paige's house for QC check first.
Not this time.
He'll be in your town. I almost said he'll be in your town before he comes to me, though. You guys are like the hub.
Yeah. It's a. I think I'm about like 10 minutes away from it. I passed by it the other day. I was like, oh crap! I could just pick this good junk up right here. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm glad that you always cut the boxes and take the Mezits out and then send it over to me to let me know that.
You're welcome. It's my cost for doing QC on it. I'm waiting too. I haven't even gotten anything on it. I didn't get any shipping information for that and all my stuff processed through. But no, it's the same boat as you guys. So.
Well, not the same as us. MC's got his label coming. He's only one of the three.
It's moving too. Like it's probably out in Boise, Idaho, or something that nobody goes to. Sorry if there's any Idahoians in here.
Idahoians.
Idahos.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got a nice little bit of people in here, so I guess we can start. Ready? All right. So it's time stamp. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Paige. Welcome to episode 94 of the Hangout, where we give you positive insight into the world of collecting, a very chilled and relaxed atmosphere. Okay. Positive energy. None of that negative shit. Damn, it's 7:20. We're good. So yeah. So let's see here. So I guess we can start really quick. I told myself I wasn't going to talk a lot tonight. We'll see how that goes, right? Share screen. Are you guys excited? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Because I saw the stuff that they put out today. You know, we'll talk about all of it. The Joe stuff, the Toy Fair stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, man, the next month is just going to be really good, man.
I already threw my wallet in the fireplace because it's done.
Oh yeah,
it's done. Burned up. Looking like Anakin Skywalker.
yeah. When you sent that to me, I was like, oh man, this is going to be cool that they got some stuff. So, why isn't this sharing? Don't tell me that happened.
MC doesn't like to share.
No, he doesn't.
He's a keep the toys to himself kind of guy.
Yeah.
Sawyer told me all about that one.
Dude, that kid. Just saw Bubba's work. Bubba's working on another Dio, so.
Is that like the 11th one now, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna give Cory a 3-minute head start to put claims on it.
I believe it's the 11th one just so far in February, I believe.
Well, maybe if I jump that guy out.
That's because he got up a little late this morning.
So sorry about the delay, because for some reason this is just not want to work. Maybe it'll work. Is it up? There you go. Hooray.
Yes.
All right. Yes. So, hang on. 94. Blocker. News and notes. So, like I said, I'll breeze through this really quick. So, first news and notes. Alien. Concept Alien. This actually charged. It said it was charging in a few weeks. The reason I want to go with that because I know a lot. They originally said it was going to charge in a few weeks, and when they say that, usually what happens is they charge within 2 or 3 days. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but that's happened like quite a few times. So let's take you away, Husky. Let's take you away. So let's see. Yeah, so got that. Mine's still on hold for some reason. I don't know why, but they haven't had anything like delivery wise, and I got like a processing email for it. But if you're asking what's the difference between this one and the other one, well, this is based on the originally intended design by H.R. Was it Giger? Not G-I-G-G or G-I-G-E-R? Yeah. that they use in the film, but due to the insurmountable technical challenges, this pale translucent xenomorph is a limited edition and will never be produced again by Mezco. It is officially sold out. So if you didn't get this, sorry. But this is supposed to be going out, charging, and it's supposed to be going out. Did you guys do this or no?
I passed.
Pass? CC?
I did too.
I'm interested in seeing if you're, because the way it looks, I'm interested in seeing if you can see the skeleton at all through this, because it says it's translucent, but it looks like they hid it pretty well. So, but yeah, little tip for everybody: when they say they're going to be charging in a few weeks, that usually means it's going to be within like 3 to 5 days. So just kind of get prepared. They've done that the last couple times, so just a little heads up for everyone. Next one, the one we just talked about. You guys did get this right, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited.
See where he's at. See if anybody else pick it up for me.
Yeah, it's coming out of the West Coast, and people are starting to get it in hand. Everybody seems to be enjoying what they're getting. I'm still waiting for the booster kit, so they'll probably ship that pretty soon as well.
I thought we would have got the booster kit first for, I don't know, just random reasons other than, charge first and
yeah, because we've gotten the other kits usually before the figures too. So yeah.
So can I spit some blasphemy right now?
Sure, shoot.
I had no desire for this figure, honestly. I was never like a super Conan fan by no means. And I know people like Boba's probably grinding his teeth right now, sharpening his Conan sword. But because of you, Paige, making me spend money on Death Dealer, you have made me now spend money on the Barbarian pack and Conan, and I added the wait list. I joined the wait list literally as they were charging, and I got both. And I'll have Conan before some people that probably pre-ordered when it went up for pre-order. So I feel kind of guilty.
No.
But I blame you, me spending my money.
Enabler. I think you're going to be pretty happy with it, man. It's a good figure. The first version I enjoy a lot.
Yeah. He looks cool.
CC, you have the first one or no? Or?
I did not get the first one. I slept on the first one because I didn't pre-order it. And that seemed like it was a pretty limited run, and I wasn't willing to pay the aftermarket price. I was glad to be able to get this one at a great price. And I mean, it looks very similar. There's some differences of accessories, but I'll be satisfied with this one. I don't feel like I need both.
Yeah. I saw somebody say something on the board or something, like said like, oh, why are they doing this one? And I was just thinking, I go, this is great, man. Like, because we all know how much it was on the secondary market. It's nice for people to be able to have an opportunity to get it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I saw somebody post something. This is based on the Marvel comic version with that blue tunic, and this shows how limited. I get my knowledge from Facebook. My Facebook.
So do most other people. Yes, most other people do too. Yeah, there's a run that he has where he has that blue tunic. I saw somebody with a red tunic. That thing looked really good too. I don't know where they got it, but yeah, this is like a little comic run that they have of it. I think it's like Joe Buscemi, I think. Buscemi. Okay. But yeah, really good art. I have a bunch of panels if you want. I'll send them to you. But
cool.
It's really good. I've been reading a lot of the paperback. I picked up some comics today. That was a cluster to get those stuff.
Just trades? Is that what you picked up for the old Conan run?
I had the other ones. I'll send them to you. But
okay,
the ones I got today they had Dawn Attacks 2. So I got a couple of those, and then they had the new Death Dealer. And then when I went on, they were on the shelf. And so I picked them out, and one of them was the last Dawn Attacks. And I walked up, I said, hey, I'm on the pull list for this. Do you guys have it? And they were like, let me see, what's your name? I was like, Paige. And they said, oh. And they looked and they go, nope, we don't have anything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, man.
You need to find a shop.
Yeah.
They kind of hosted you on a Death Dealer issue previously too, like one that you were. one of the covers you were looking for? They were supposed to pull, and
Yeah, the cover gallery. I still haven't got that. I even asked them about it today, and they said, "Yeah, it's green. It's in the shop. It's in the warehouse." It's like, I said, "That's cool." I was like, "Would you be able to tell me when you'll probably be able to get it? Because it came out like a month ago." And I was like, if you guys can't get it, I just want to try to find it before it's out of print, or I can't get it and I got to pay extra. So I was like, anyway, first
I don't
world
trust
problem.
anyone has to ask you your name.
Well, I don't go in there a lot. I go in there to take. I mean, I get some of the comic covers off of you when you forward that to a comic site.
Yeah.
That's my Tuesday, Wednesday all the time. I'm like, oh yes. But I usually go in there for the variants. I'll take pictures of the variants and stuff like that. And then I just picked up Death Dealer and the other thing. I'm like, but yeah, I might need to find a new place. So I don't know. But yeah, that one's shipping out. People should be getting it. I know there was a big processing snafu with that, so I'm thinking that people are probably they're probably just trying to get all of that squared away. So just gotta have some patience. This struck a nerve with me. I remember watching this cartoon when I was a kid, man.
I thought it looked good.
Yeah.
Like very accurate representation to the old cartoon.
Yeah, I was let me screen it. But yeah, this is 5 point oop.
I only remember them from their appearance on Scooby Doo.
What was that other show? The race, where they'd all race. Remember that? The Laugh Olympics. That was what I was thinking of. Remember that?
Yeah.
All the Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Yeah. Hold on a second, let me get back into this. Yeah, they so when I saw that originally, I was like, oh, this is cool because they're doing these properties. I know everybody was asking, well, they thought it was gonna be Scooby Doo when it first came out.
Sorry, guys, making noise.
Oh no, no worries. I thought it was going to be Scooby Doo 2, but it wasn't, and I'm like, crap. But when I saw this, I was like, well, maybe that would be the next one, or maybe they'll do like Blue Falcon or some of the other Hanna-Barbera characters. But when I see this kind of stuff, I always think, oh, maybe this is like a stepping stone for them to do like 112 versions of those characters, because they already did Living Dead dolls, some of these in the Living Dead dolls already, like the Scooby stuff.
Yeah.
And so I always think, hey, maybe they'll do this stuff.
Maybe we'll get Jabberjaws and Grape Ape next.
Yeah, that would be cool. Thanks for stalling.
What was they had that little buggy too. What was his name? Speed Buggy? Speed.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I can't remember the name. Yeah. It's like a little I remember
I think
him.
it was just
They're kind of like
Boogie, I think.
Like a Scooby-Doo knockoff where they still solve mysteries, but they had a little dune buggy instead
Zoom,
of a
zoom,
dog.
zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Why isn't this one?
You broke it.
My computer is sucking.
Breaks the internet.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I went into Best Buy the other day and I looked at computers. I was like, I need a new desk.
It's not a good time to buy right now. The new MacBook.
No. What's the new MacBook Pro?
Yeah. Then with the new M247 chip, I don't know what the number is, but it's just I don't need one yet.
Yeah. So this is $55, 5 points if you're interested and stuff like that. That's cool. Other news: the Batman Part 2. It's got its official release date, and then also it's just called Part 2. Yeah.
James Gunn killing it.
Well, that's the cool thing about this. Like, I know that they're the whole I know they're the Kevin Feige of that.
Yeah, the
that
orchestra.
universe. Yeah, but I think Matt Reeves is still doing this, so that's a good thing. Because I don't know about the other stuff that's coming. But it seems like they're just gonna. I thought this was a working title when I first saw it, but then now that you mentioned James Gunn, I guess he went through and listed all of his stuff. What do you guys? What was your when you saw this? What'd you think?
Am I number 2? I'm number 2. So The Authority, I'm really interested in. I think it's like number 6 or 7 on his list. I think Cory made the best comment when he said there's a lot of TV to watch coming from James Gunn.
Yeah.
The Damian Wayne Batman story has me intrigued, and that's about all. I mean, obviously, need to see more. I still a little butthurt about Henry Cavill, honestly.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Like somebody made the point about he's getting older and the amount of movies that they wanted. This whole slate. This is just like I guess their phase one. I noticed that they changed it to the DCU. You remember how they had was it the DCEU?
EU,
Now it's just the DCU. Yeah, but I think longevity wise, they said that they didn't think that he'd be able to do it. Cavill. So I don't know. Cece, what do you think?
I mean, I have a hard time getting excited for anything that's, projected 2 years out. Because if they're saying 2025, I mean, we'll probably get these titles in, 26, 27. I understand why they had to go with younger actors, because if they're looking this far out for these projects, like they you need guys that are going to be, early 20s. That way, by the time this thing's done, they're, 40.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm around to see it.
Yeah, it seemed like it. It does seem like it's a lot of TV shows. I mean, that's cool. I guess maybe they're just kind of testing the waters. I wondered about Waller, if they're going to be using Viola Davis for that.
They said, I thought I saw a press
65.
that she is in it.
Yeah.
Did you guys?
I don't know how old is Viola Davis?
I don't know.
She's not 35.
She's not. She's not. I find it interesting if Henry Cavill was too old.
Yeah. Did you guys ever read The Authority?
No.
I have not.
Oh, that is a great series.
I kind of wonder, some of these listings are kind of obscure,
mm-hmm.
and will it be enough to appeal to the what do you call it? More the casual fan, the casual DC.
Yeah.
Are they going to look at a Booster Gold TV show and get excited about that?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're taking the right approach by starting off with obscure. A lot of times you want to kind of knock out your main characters and then go obscure once you pull them in. But it's just interesting strategy. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised from the guy that brought you Peacemaker. So it's kind of his thing.
Yeah. When I saw this list, I thought like you guys, we talked about it. I was like, this is a lot of TV. But when I was looking at it, one thing I did like about it was they didn't seem like they're just going to go and rehash everything all over again. They weren't going to start and do a Batman movie. They weren't going to. I know they're doing Superman, but you know what I mean. They're not resetting the whole thing and starting all over again with the same characters. It seems like they're trying to do something different. I mean, some of these, The Authority, I'm not up on. The other ones like Swamp Thing. There's an animated TV show, so it looks like they're trying to hit everything.
All
markets. Kids movies, toys. They're gonna try to get all that. So
I'll see if I can find my Authority trades and let you read those, Paige. I really think you guys would really enjoy those.
Give me a synopsis.
It's a very dark, it's almost adult, like dark, like Watchmen kind of, you know what I mean? Like kind of that grim, but like superpowers, like a more abusive Justice League or Avengers. It's not a kid's story by no means.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they were one of the first openly gay characters too, if I remember right. I'm going woke. Sorry.
It'll be interesting to see, what they do with it. I like the fact that it's new. That's one of the things I took out of it, because you're not just going to be watching the same old stuff. When I saw The Brave and the Bold, and I was like, oh, they're going to do the cartoon. But then I said it said movie. I'm like, oh crap, hey, this, it's just cool to get different stuff. I don't, and the James Gunn, I know him mainly because of Guardians of the Galaxy, and then Peacemaker, and so I'm trying to wrap my head around the fact that are all of these movies and series, are they going to be like that kind of humor and that kind of, Suicide Squad? Is it going to be kind of like following that format?
Yeah.
Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy, to me, they're just kind of like the same thing. It's just different properties. But I was like, are they all going to be like that?
Mm-hmm. Kind of that tongue-in-cheek, over-the-top type of, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who Warren Ellis is, right?
Mm-hmm.
With he created the Authority,
Well,
so
okay.
it's done in his style.
And that's what I mean. Like,
if I said I don't know who that is.
Warren Ellis? No, I didn't know what the Authority was. So
okay, good, because I
yeah.
don't know who that is. I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. What else did he come up with? Maybe I'll know something else.
Just let me look.
Well, it goes into
run. I think he did a Batman run for a while. Hellblazer.
Everyone's done a Batman run.
Yeah, he was Astonishing X-Men, Thunderbolts.
Now you're speaking my language.
Moon Knight, Planetary. That's an offshoot of. He did Batman run. I
don't see X-Men in that listing of projects anywhere.
I just he wrote.
If you look at this too, that's what I mean about him. Like with James Gunn, I know he's not going to be directing all of these. He's going to be charging, but
right.
Some of the things that you just mentioned, some of those have like darker tones. It's more serious stuff. I wouldn't want. I like the Batman. I don't know if I want to see them change a direction like they did with Joker. You know how they do Joker, and now there's going to be a musical. It's a completely different shift, and so you don't want. I like the foundation that they laid with the Batman. I think that they played it safe to a certain extent, but they still did something different in their own vein. And I just wouldn't want them to do that. And then all of a sudden you get this 1966 version of Batman for the sequel. It's like they already set up some really good stuff.
Yeah.
So Castlevania for next week. Yeah. So yeah, counted that.
He did that too.
Yeah.
Warren Ellis did Castlevania. I liked Castlevania on Netflix. That was pretty good.
Yeah, love of the game. That's a good, accurate representation as well. That more like The Boys, kind of like The Boys ish before that was around.
Yeah. All right. Well, floor is yours, sir.
Ooh, it's my favorite.
It's time. It's time, huh?
It's time. Yeah, it's your turn, sir.
Wow, all this pressure, huh? So, a lot of announcements today, and Star Wars was a big one. Is there a lot of Star Wars collectors out there? I know there's got to be a lot of Star Wars fans. I mean, everybody likes Star Wars. So Hasbro did the Pulse, their little Hasbro about what's upcoming for Star Wars, and they kicked it off with the that special edition Darth Vader right there that is based on the Revenge of the Sith movie poster that originally came out for Return of the Jedi. Or I'm sorry, Revenge of the Jedi. When it was red and grainy, they said in the original movie poster that they scrapped and changed it to Return of the Jedi. So they put this special red texturing on him. It's just a special edition Black Series release to coincide with the celebration of another anniversary for Return of the Jedi, the 40th. So
can never have too many Vaders.
Yeah, well, funny you should mention that.
Is it next? Am I going next? Is that my cue?
Yeah.
Again. Page.
So they teased or they showed what's coming out for the vintage collection and the Black Series. Here's another 40th. This is the Endor Trooper, and they did the Hoth Troopers a little, I don't know, when the 40th of Empire came out. And what was cool about that is you could buy two, is a troop builder, basically an army builder, but they had swappable faces. So they have this older face, and then you can swap it out for a younger soldier's face, which I didn't send you a picture of. But the old guy is pretty known. If you've seen Jedi, you've seen that old guy in there. Once or twice.
Captain Rex, right? Isn't that the fan theory?
Yeah, that's the alleged rumor.
Because any bald guy with a beard would have to be Rex. It was only one.
I thought it was the guy from Avatar. Just kidding.
Quidditch or whatever.
Hey,
So
Vader
again. So this is the vintage collection, 40th Jedi. And this, they said they implemented a new process that they were unable to do before for the vintage collection, where that it's supposed to be the big reveal to Luke at the end where his hands cut off. And then his helmet is actually, it's like a 3-piece head where the top of the helmet will come off, his breather will come off, and then his face underneath is supposed to be Anakin's face at the end of Jedi.
Wow, that's impressive.
So, yeah, it's like a first for the vintage collection. They were touting that today.
Let me look upon you with my own eyes.
And then Admiral Pyatt for the vintage collection, also for the 40th.
Is this vintage or is it regular?
It's vintage collection also. He's the guy that Vader force choked in Jedi, if I remember correctly.
Is it him or is it the guy that he? I thought this is a guy he put in charge. He's like, you are now in.
Oh yeah. That's the one you're in charge now.
Yeah, Admiral Pyatt or something.
After he choked out his predecessor. That's what it was.
Talk about on the spot job promotion, and then you're just like, oh crap. I don't want to fuck this up. I'm like, geez, bro.
There is no retirement plan.
No. I remember that. I remember like when they were doing it, they were carrying him out, and he's like, "This is like, just get this guy out of here." You are no command. Yeah, this guy. So maybe we'll get this then. You think?
Yeah, we're getting him. That's
Oops, sorry.
And then he was a vintage collection, correct? And then next up is Han Solo again on the vintage collection, but this one is more geared towards that Endor playset that they released, the Endor bunker.
Yeah,
so they're adding this in as well now, and it's supposed to have a better face print technology that they're using. Hasbro's kicking around, so I mean, as if we don't have enough Vaders, we've got more.
The likeness on their vintage collection is pretty good. Some of those scopes almost seem better than the Black Series, which is kind of crazy.
Agree 100%.
Well, they've had practice. They keep doing them. Like, and I'm really surprised they're not really knocking this one out because of all the scans that they probably did with Harrison Ford for Indiana Jones. So like they have all the data that they need. You know, they could.
Hey, Han Solo is Indiana Jones.
Did you see that? Yeah, did you see that little? They did it kind of like a little. You know how they throw Easter eggs and stuff like that, or they try to say it's one big world. So there's a scene I remember seeing in the trailer, and he's sitting in some kind of cockpit, but there's lights coming at it like they're in the Millennium Falcon. Did you see that scene?
No.
I was like, yeah, watch the trailer. It's in there. It's like a really quick 1-second scene, and it's like, and I'm like, oh man, it's like they're really trying to showcase this. I'm on my job. So yeah, so Han, and then.
So it's also the 20th anniversary of the Clone Wars. So we're going to see a lot of Hasbro kicking out Clone Wars as well as Jedi. So we have ARC Trooper Jesse here, and this one is Walmart exclusive, which is awesome when Hasbro does exclusives.
Is it hard?
Yeah, limited. I think it's a lot easier now than what it was. It doesn't seem like things are selling out as fast. I don't.
You just got to be patient. A lot of times you're always going to miss that initial drop. But Walmart seems to be infamous for once it gets in stock for then selling the rest. Like it seems like they only pre-order just a limited amount, which is probably the right way to do it.
Right.
So people shouldn't panic when they miss that first offering because it almost always comes back.
Yeah.
Because I think I picked up the lizard for Paige later or something. I think I grabbed another one, and
you did. Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank
you. I think it was like an additional Walmart drop later or something. I remember because it like sold out quick.
Yeah, the first one always does in minutes, and then it'll be back.
I'm really glad you did too, because at first, you remember when we were talking, I'm like, and then when you showed me, when you actually, when you said you had it and you showed me in the parking lot, I was like, holy crap, this does look good. I was like, wow.
People think we're making drug deals.
Yeah, with the kid.
Yeah.
So he's sitting there.
He's sitting there. No, I never suspect a kid that's running drugs.
Yeah.
Just drop
I
the
knew it
money
was
on
fun.
the ground and walk away.
Yeah. No, I just remember Sawyer's like, "Don't look at me, man. Talk to him. You talk to him."
he's got the stuff. I'm sure.
Hmm.
And I'll butcher this guy's name. Is it Kia D Mundi? I don't know. He was in episode 1, 2, I think. Probably in the Clone Wars also. He's a Jedi.
Was he the first one to get cut down or the second one?
I think he was number 2. I think that's what his credit is actually in there. Second Jedi to die.
That's what it should be. That's exactly what it should be.
Dude, I'm surprised somebody in the chat hasn't just lit this show up going, "You guys are morons. You don't know any of these guys' names."
Didn't pronounce one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
We'll get eaten alive though. That is what it is.
Yeah, like,
I don't know all
4
these
for 5.
like obscure, like I don't know. Obviously, I'm from the original trilogy days, so 1, 2, and 3 took a while to grow on me. This is
I'll take this one. This is a trooper. I got it. I'll save us. It's a trooper.
Which face?
Ooh.
Peace, Paige. Peace.
I'll say not. He's not the first because they had the little fin on their head. I'll say phase 2.
Oh, ding, 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 ding.
I knew it. I know it, Colin. Got to build suspense. So yeah. And somebody will say in the chat, "No, dude, it's phase 3." You guys are idiots. You're 0 for 6 now. Oh, so yeah, is it vintage?
It is vintage, also. Yes.
Hasbro stores exclusives.
I'm telling you, the vintage Corey and I, we kind of. I don't want to speak for Corey too much, but I've definitely shifted more towards a vintage collection just based on space. And I mean, there's a couple ships behind me, of course, but I don't know. The vintage collection is killing it with their articulation, their sculpts, and
all the little sets they're doing now.
Yeah.
Those are really awesome. All these little deluxe sets, we get all the little accessories and props and stuff. The vintage stuff is a lot of fun.
You can throw a cantina on your shelf and have 7 vintage collections in the spot that it takes 3 regular Black Series figures to take up. That's him. Yeah. Then this is a vintage collection 4-pack, the 212 Clone Trooper pack. And not an exclusive, fortunately. But they've been doing a lot of that lately for the vintage collection where you can buy like 4 troopers, 4 droid, like anybody know this guy?
Star Killer.
There you go. Badass. He looks good.
Which game is this from? I know it's from one, but I mean, isn't there like 3 or 4 of these?
Yeah, I
Is
think
this
they're
the
doing
latest one.
No, that's Cal Kestis. They're supposed to be doing a re-release of that or a something new with him, I believe. So, looks really good though. I like that they're going into some different territory besides just another Luke, another Leia, another another Darth Vader. So,
well, it is like you said. You can have these sets. I know that we all want these like his tanks and Sky Strikers and stuff like that, but dude, no, it's barely enough room to fit some of the regular stuff that we're collecting. So this is a nice alternative,
right?
And I mean, I know that we're partial to this because we grew up on this kind of stuff anyway. So, but do you know what I mean? You can have these sets without taking a lot of space.
That's why I like it too. I think because it brings back that nostalgia factor with the smaller figures that. Clearly, they've improved on quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, dude. These are like light years ahead, pun intended, than what we had, man. I remember the other ones, it just maybe it was all 5-point stuff, just like now. But this stuff's way better. I would almost even consider doing this just because you said the articulation is good. Well, it looks like
yes. Yeah, it's very good. I felt that was it Bo-Katan, Corey? That was. They put the new ankles on. I think it was Bo-Katan or who's the wrestler girl?
Sasha Banks. I don't remember her character.
Yeah. Her those 2 figures were so. It was either her or the other one. They just really, really improved the bodies and so good. Oh,
so was the other chick from Mandalorian.
the girl, the
Why am I
sniper.
drawing a blank on her name?
I know.
I absolutely love her. May
Oh,
not
Jesus.
win.
Jesus, chat, help us out. We are fans.
I'm telling you, there's just dudes in the chat just going, "Oh my god, please
Shaking
get
their
off this
heads.
segment. You guys don't know shit."
I know her real name. I know her real name.
My favorite GIF, you know, a guy smoking a cigarette, just rubbing his forehead.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, these
Sent
guys,
that
man.
time or two.
All right, let me reset everybody. This is the Scout Trooper helmet.
Black Series helmet. Yeah, this
We're
is
back.
for.
We're back.
I think this one is. I don't collect helmets or any of those, but this one is amazing. Scout Trooper is like one of my favorite troopers, anyway. So that they did a really good job. Still not going to buy it, but it looks cool.
Got a lot of detail. Did they give a price point for it?
I'd assume it's probably around $100. 100. That's usually what they are.
Yikes.
Well, that's what they were. So that's probably 120.
Looks like the vintage collection is going to be laying some pipe later, right? So they're
Yes.
going to get Luke Skywalker.
In the Book of Boba Fett training outfit, and I think there's supposed to be a Grogu in the backpack, like Yoda was originally. And then from Obi-Wan series, when they were fighting in the battle damage Vader 2-pack.
Nice.
Nice. I dig it. I'm late to this stuff. I don't think I would get in it, but you know, it's cool.
Yeah, if you make it over here, you can come play with our toys. And then here we go. Everybody knew it was coming. Actually, we were talking about this last night, Cory. Even you said you were wondering about the Chrome Naboo Starfighter. Well,
yeah.
And then, of course, the speeder bike in vintage scale, which they have it in the Black Series. I have it. They've made it several times over, but they have one specifically with Grogu in his little bag on the side of the bike from the first season. So I think that Naboo Starfighter will be pretty good. It'd probably be around, I would guess, probably around 120 to Fennec Shan. There you go. Winner. Of course, he's got a Boba Fett for an avatar.
Yeah, when you got that as your profile pic, you almost have to know that answer, don't you?
Yeah, he's
the
one that's calling us idiots.
More pipe.
Yep, more pipe to lay. Oh, there it is. The Grogu.
There it is, yeah.
A build-up pack. So you know that's got an extra $10 tacked on the price.
And
Then
this still deluxe star.
Darth Malgus.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome. And then the Ahsoka Loyalist helmet. So that's another helmet that they're gonna release, like the bike trooper. So
Scout Trooper. Don't get us kicked out.
yeah, I know. Scout Trooper.
You start calling him a bike trooper.
Yeah, I was thinking about the speeder bike, and I was like
We're
looking
going to
around.
lose our nerd card.
Done. I'll see my way out.
We lost that when the segment started. It's just some guy nerd raging going, "Oh my god! Let me drop in. Let me drop in. Make sure you guys have
Request to join.
Where's Captain Kirk?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ooh, yeah, don't do that. Oh, God. So, all right. G.I. Joe. Stellar day today. Wow. Holy crap. So they did their first promo when they put it up. They said, "Hey, guess what? We got all this G.I. Joe stuff coming. Get ready." I didn't really know what to expect, and then they started off with the Sky Striker unboxing. I didn't watch this, but I've seen a lot of people posting that they've gotten their Sky Strikers, and then you'll see people selling it for $500-$800 and stuff like that. And I think we talked about it too, because what did this retail? You said, CC, what is it?
$229.
Okay, so and there's I haven't watched it, so is it? Do you guys think it's worth it? The amount that they charge? Because I've seen people saying, "Oh man," I've seen a lot of shipper boxes, but I haven't seen a lot of people taking it out and just showcasing what it does. I need to look and see if there's like a review or something of it up.
It's 3.75 scale. I'm good. I don't collect that Joe line.
Yeah.
I got the original, so I wouldn't, it wouldn't kill me to get one. I've got the original Sky Striker, so.
He's
Fun
like,
fact, still in the shipping box also.
No, I was gonna say he's probably like it's parked on the flag. as
Yeah.
well. It's like you got like 6 Sky Strikers on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
And
still
I
have
saw
them?
them. Huh?
I had 6 of them with that flag. I let a lot of the vintage Joe stuff go,
Do you
but I
still have
sure
your
had
flag?
it. I sure had it. I was able to live out my childhood fantasy. Once I did, I was able to let it pass on to somebody else.
Yeah, man. Holy crap. Yeah.
I think I had 6 or 7 of them though.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that'd be nice. When
I
I
kept
saw
one.
this and
I kept
all
one.
this stuff, oh, you did? That's
Yeah.
good, man. Is it comparable to this, or this one's just like way more updated?
This one's more modern from the looks of it. But I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard anytime you're replacing the original because it's such a great toy, and
Yeah.
you can't compete with the nostalgia factor. So, like I said, I was just satisfied with what I had.
How many Cobra Rattlers you got?
Oh yeah, I had a.
I had
yeah,
4.
that'd be cool.
I had
Ooh,
4.
yeah,
I kept one. I really had to downsize, man. I got into the vintage Joe collecting pretty hard.
Mhm.
I had, my basement was full. Well, you saw the pictures with the
Mhm.
Maulers and everything. So I downsized and essentially kept one of everything. But, I was army building all that stuff, which is just ridiculous. I got to be protected for myself sometimes.
Man, I remember when I was a kid, I had the ones that I had the Cobra Raven with the
Oh,
drone. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that commercial too, man. I
That's what I
begged my
want.
mom for that thing. Well, I begged it, man. It was in there. She got me for me at Christmas. I remember that. It was like, what was it? Like Cobra Raven.
Mhm.
Man,
I got the
that thing
mobile
was so
command center
detailed.
that's downstairs still. Remember that one?
Jeez. Yeah.
Which one?
The mobile
The mobile
command
command
center.
center?
I
Oh
got
yeah,
one
yeah, that was
downstairs.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably got it. The shuttle still downstairs too, Cory, don't you?
Oh, I'd like to have one.
Jeez, that thing's huge. Those kids were like crawling up it to open up the bay
Yeah.
doors and shit. I'm like, holy crap, that thing is huge, man. Oh yeah, I think we talked about this before. My friend, he had the base, the Cobra base, with the thing and open up in the middle. Yeah, Terranol. He had all that junk. I used to go to his house. He had the dreadnoughts, that car. He had everything. I think the only thing I was able to bring over there and mess around with him with was I had a Conquest X30.
Ooh.
And he didn't have that because his birthday was coming up and he was going to get it for his birthday. So that was my in. I was like, I'll bring my Conquest X30 over. He's like, I guess.
Okay, for now.
Yeah.
3 weeks though, you don't need to bring nothing.
Yeah, he's like, you poor. So this, I know it's a digital render, but man, this thing looks cool to me.
What's that guy's name?
It's Blowjob. I mean, Snowjob. Snowjob. His name's Snowjob. He's but this is cool, man. Like when I saw this, the nostalgia thing kicked in, but then also when I looked at this, I was like, oh crap, look, you can that's how they get you, man. I was like, you can army build this and you can have like some ski guys and stuff. Maybe that head swaps out and you put one of the the masked, heads from one of these, like the ninjas or somebody else, or even, Valaverse thing or whatever else you got. They could just be
You got to put a
guys
snake
in
eyes on one of those
snowsuit.
bodies, don't you? Got to put snake eyes in a snowsuit.
That's
When he's going
another
to
thing
get
too.
from when he met Timber.
Yeah.
I guarantee some of
Arctic
Yeah.
Storm Shadow, the Amazon exclusive.
Yeah, maybe they'll do it because they're going with this route. You never know. I kept thinking somebody's probably going to Dremel out this head and put like a snake eye's head in there. Somebody will probably do it. But you can army build this thing. I was like, oh god, they got you on that one, didn't they? Because all this other stuff that you got in here, weapons.
What we should have done is pre-plan this where Cory breaks out the original 3.75 to match up with each one of these renders.
I do have it.
Let's see.
I do have it.
Yeah, so this was a cool reveal. I was like, oh man. And then it just got better. For me, it did. So you got Scrap Iron.
I'm waiting to see the price on this one. You got to be thinking the Serpentor range.
Yes.
What was he,
What do you mean,
75?
Oh, wow. Well, because of this?
Yes.
However big this is? Yeah.
All those explosive accessories.
Dude, yeah. This whole set, like these sets like this, I was looking at, and they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And looked at that, I was like, that's an army build. If you're one of these guys, I mean, guys will just build Crimson Troopers and all these other ninjas and everything. I'm like, you get these, you got machinery going with this too, effects. Guys will be eating this thing up. Look at all these the missiles and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, man. You're guaranteed to at least get 2 or 3 out of people with this. You get these little machines, 2 or 3. Look at that, man.
Yeah.
And then the trooper is just a trooper, pretty much, you know. You have them. And then this, another army builder.
Bastards.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the Steel Corps. Not the Steel Brigade, it's the Steel Corps. So these weapons look cool, man. They got the jetpack. I saw somebody say today, they were like, Duke should have came with the jetpack. Well, hey, there you go. Now you got one.
You got 2. You can paint one.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't have this available for the selfie series.
Wow, that probably would have went over pretty well, right?
Yeah, you got a male and female body. Yeah.
Yeah. This is just every time I looked at like one more release, I just kept thinking, this is Army Builder. And then I remembered I remember a lot of people were saying that this Joe line was dead in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess is their last ditch effort. Lenny and Emily said, if we're gonna go out, we'll go out with a bang. I can't believe people said that this line was gonna die, man. Oh god, we'll talk about that later too. Conspiracy theorist people, man. Yeah. But yeah, this is Army Builder. You can just see people grabbing this, weapons, effects, backpacks. Goodness gracious. And then this, another Army Builder. God, bro. How many would you get of these? Let's say let's talk about the price point. What would you think about the price point? Speculation on the price point. What would you say that this is going to go for?
What was Duke and the Ram? 40?
Well, depending. I went today, man. That thing was not saying that this will shelf warm, but I went and there was like 5 of those Duke bikes at my local Target. But I think around 40 or 50. So
$60.
Hmm.
Because it's small. I mean, it's it's awesome, but it's small. You know what I mean? It's not like a bike. It's not like Serpentor's Chariot. I bet.
You got an alternate head there, though. That's 10.
You got 2. Look at that. There's 2.
Yeah.
I hope this thing is small. I mean, it looks like
I'm saying $70.
Okay, now that we got that, what would you want to pay for it?
5.
Not anything. Yeah, no, not anything.
That way I can get 20 of them.
Oh God.
I'll pay whatever they're asking, honestly. Not even gonna lie.
I mean,
what's a reasonable price point for this?
You figure the figure itself is $24, right? Mm-hmm. You start there.
Well, depending, right? on the new pricing or the old pricing.
So I get it, right. So $60. I can't imagine being any lower than $60. I really can't. That pod, the Trouble Bubble, $35 easy. They sold it separately alone. I couldn't imagine being any less than $35. So I mean, I believe back in the day, the old 3 3/4 Trouble Bubble was like 15. So
yeah,
it's going to be right around that $35 range, I think.
Yeah. Did those come with a trooper? I don't remember. I mean, that's how long ago it was. Or
they probably saw how much people were paying for the custom 3D printed versions of these.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've already kind of set the market. I mean, guys are paying anywhere from $100 to $150 to get a custom one.
Yeah. But this, just like Dom said on this one, like, look, see, a minimum of 10 to Army Build. That's what I feel fortunate. And this is, man, all 4 of these offerings are all Army builders, and they did a good job of not only putting out, a good looking product. I know it's digital render, but still, it's going to look close to that most likely, and that's really good. And then they did a good job of packaging it up and saying, you know what, let's get them to buy a bunch of these. And then these GI Joes, I know it's a slide later on, but I'll show it later on. They opened up, Hasbro opened up today. They opened up the Mindbender, and then they also offered the Chariot Serpentor again. That lasts a little bit, but if you go to their website, some of those figures, they're back up. So they're making it available for people to get it. Even if you got into, yeah, there it is. Even if you got into the whole, let's say, even if you got into the whole, what is it? You bought one and then they capped you. You can go
Yeah.
back and get more now. So and it makes it fair. So they know what they're doing and it's fair. So, and I am wondering too how these are going to fit with Mezco because if it does, I know what is it? Destro. I think it's Destro and Snake Eyes are the two that are kind of projected in the window for us to get. Roadblocks in there too, but I don't know if we'll get him. So we'll have a good gauge as far as like height and width wise to see if it's compatible with some of these vehicles. I'm glad I didn't get out of this, man. I got those his tanks and stuff like that, and this is just making it even better, man, for me.
You think those his tanks are going to be high value on the secondary market? I mean, they made a mountain of them, though.
Yeah, because people there's this cycle. I don't get it, but there's this past cycle, or there are people will say that the price is too high for something, or they don't want to get it, and then it comes out, and then you want it, but then you get stuck into the paying the aftermarket price for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it seems like sometimes people are so focused on, I guess it's kind of like they're masking the fact that they can't get it. How we talked about last week, you can't afford it, so I got to do something in my head to cancel it out or to disown it. Like, it's too much money, or that sucks. It's a pass.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get bit in the ass later on. Instead of going, so yeah, I can't afford it right now. But then, like I said, you get stuck in the trap later on where it's like the Sky Strikers and all those other ones, or Conan or Death Dealer. All those things now, they're at least 50 to 75, almost $100 more now. And so not being able to pay the price before, now you're getting doubled on. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me, but and then there'll be a guy going, "Oh God, I missed out on it. I'm gonna have to buy it." Because Galactus and the Sentinels, what are they going for right now? Ridiculous,
Early
right?
on they were pretty expensive, but I saw a guy list his for $400 the other day. So
yeah, I think there were 7 and 9.
Play the long game. I always suggest playing the long game. Never buy on the bubble.
Yeah.
I
On the
think
trouble bubble, right?
Right.
I think we won't see sail barge pricing, like anything like that.
Yeah.
I think you'll see a volatile price, like the
Initial.
first 3 to 4 weeks when people kind of get them early, folks
Mhm.
panic and they got to have one now.
Mhm.
But if you just wait, look, there's a lot of people that bought it just solely for the interest of reselling them. So just, pump your brakes and slow down. And, some of those folks that bought, 10 are going to be looking to try and get rid of them. So don't panic buy. Never panic buy.
Oh man, yeah, that sucks. Oof. Yeah. Man.
I simply forgot to order it on the last day. I don't know why I waited to the last day.
Yeah.
But I waited to the last day on the hiss and then forgot all about it.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, last day since I got you, and then we can ask the chat this too. So there's I went into the comic shop, right? This is off topic. I went into the comic shop, and and Frank Miller is going to be in town.
Ooh.
On the 4th.
What did he write?
I'm
joking. I know that one. I don't want to get thrown out of the room. I know that one.
So he's coming. He's coming, and I guess he has a new run of some comics and stuff like that. So there's a package deal. I think now that I'm saying it out loud, I'll do it. So there's a package deal. You pay $139, right? You get to see him, you get to meet him. He will sign the 4 comics that they have, right? So you get his signature. And then he also will sign one item of your choosing.
Okay.
So I was thinking, should I do this?
You
almost have to for $139, don't you?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
But you have something that I was witness to.
I do. So there's a choice in there. Because I have this is not flex. I have 2 black and white Dark Knights. So I was thinking, should I get the second one signed, or should I have him sign one of the other ones? Like I was thinking, what's kind of rare, and I was thinking maybe if I had him sign like the Puerto Rican Comic Con one, have him sign that. So that's what I was thinking. Now I say it out loud, I'll probably do it. I'll go tomorrow and I'll pay for it and I'll do it. But that's what I was talking to you guys about earlier. I was like, man, I got a problem. It's like I don't know if I should do it. But you get 4 books from them too. So
Yeah.
it's like I would have 2 things signed from them, and I think that's pretty cool. So
Can you tell him to skip the books and just sign every one of your Dark Knight instead?
I thought about that.
Like, look, I don't want your books. Just sign these.
Sign this black and gray one, sign the PX one. Oh, and by the way, here, sign this and bust out the mutant leader and the other one 2-pack and go sign this one. I thought about what's in the middle of the week, so I wouldn't be able to do it. I thought about just getting 2 and then having Anne come with me and having her sign one of them.
Okay.
Or finding somebody to go with me and just paying for it and then give them the books and I'll just take my second signature on it. So I don't know.
Well, seeing as how it's your money, I definitely say go for it.
Yeah, I think it was a once in a lifetime opportunity. Not well, it happened at MegaCon, but you know what I mean. Like I don't know if it's going to be. And nothing against him. He's getting out there, and it's not a value thing or anything like that. I mean that by the opportunity.
Yeah.
I really hope nothing happens to him. You don't ever wish anything bad on anybody, but I was thinking about that. I was like, is that opportunity going to be available again?
Yeah.
MegaCon's in March though. So maybe he'll be there, but I don't know. So anyway, off topic. Anyway, they also had some of we talked about this, but yeah, they put all of this stuff back up. You remember when this Outback? Remember when this was hard to find and everybody's going through Canada and paying $40-$50?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like in these same thing with the Python Patrol and Mindbender. He was up, but he and Serpentor sold out really quick, but remember this classified battle android trooper that was hot, and this one too, this Crimson Guard, that's up. You remember everybody was wanting this, and it was selling out. That's available. They're just throwing that everywhere, and that's a good thing because it gives people the opportunity to get it. I'm trying to think, and everybody wants Dusty. Just kidding. And then they also had merch. I don't know, it's their last ditch effort because the Joe line's not going anywhere and it's dead. So they wanted to hurry up and put some shirts out too. And this is last ditch effort. You get this one. Shirt. I like this one.
Yeah.
There's another one. I like this one. And then there was that one was okay. There was another one I liked. I think that was it. But yeah, $25 for the shirts, long sleeves. I really like that one you said, CC, that comic men's one. I was thinking about getting that. So yeah, and that was it. And then this is something for you to thank you, Gerald Patrick Roach. If you check your Targets, these are on sale right now too. You got these. What is it? It's the Python Patrol Battle Android Trooper. So he said that's on sale. And then also, what's this one? It's a Viper, and I don't know what this one is. The $11 one. So I guess, look, it's on clearance. Jeez. $11 for a trooper.
Can't beat that.
They're going for like 200 at one point, those original.
For the army building, why is the army build them on clearance, right?
Yeah. Well, like I said, the line's dead, so they got to get rid of everything. So
everything must go.
Yeah. The line is not dead. All right. Go through the chat real quick. Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. I think it's catching up by the first issue. Yeah. So we're doing good on the chat. All right. Everybody ready for the main event? Toys Fair. Yeah. I think everybody breathed a collective sigh of relief when this came out. Because I know, rewinding back a little bit, remember I was telling you, I was like, I could see them doing 2 or 3 exclusives. And then this thing came out and everybody was like, "Oh crap," because you don't read at first. And so this was revealed, and of course they went through and they said that they're gonna have their 3 weeks, but return. Got their 3 week event. The dates 7th and 9th, 14th through 16th, 21st through the 23rd. Now, these are not weekends, these are in the middle of the week. So I was thinking, I think we'll probably do a show on the first one because that's 112 week pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't want to put you guys through the Living Dead dolls or the 5-point stuff, but we'll talk about that. But we're going to try to do a show on, I'll get with you guys and make sure it's okay. Like if it works with you, at least for the 112 one, but try to do a show maybe on Thursday because that's the wrap up pretty much for the 3 days. But 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and looks like they want to take some of your money so you don't have any kind of Valentine's Day gift for your significant other. I really like this format that they did. One thing that really stood out to me is they announced that there's going to be exclusives. They told you what the exclusives were going to be, and they told you the time. So they're pretty much putting it all out there. So you're not, like the biggest, one of the big complaints that they had is like you're kind of watching for these reveals, and you watch for like 4 or 5 hours, and you're like, this is a 5 points. They kind of like eliminated some of that. And then you all can also plan on your pre-order. If you don't want to be involved in all this stuff, you could go, oh, it's going to be at 1:00, and I'll just need to be prepared for that, and then that's it. So, initial thoughts. What did you guys think when you first saw the itinerary?
I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited for. I don't do Living Dead dolls. I picked up a few 5 points. I'm excited. It's all good. I'm happy. The contests are good. I know you're gonna go into all those little things that people are talking about in those contests.
Yeah.
There's giving away a lot of good prizes. Go ahead.
Yeah. Cece.
Well, I was definitely relieved that we only got one 112 exclusive. I haven't gotten into the 5-point, which I'm pretty sure is what the third one is going to be with the Kaiju. I don't think they've done that at any other scale other than 5-point, have they? The 5-point XL stuff.
They have a 6-inch that's going to be coming, and then they
that
have
huge Godzilla.
Well, that's another version that they have too. I got that.
Ooh.
Well, I got Kong, so I was like, I want to have both of them. But yeah, I only got one of those. I'm like, that thing is like $400 or something. They still haven't. Yeah, so but they do have a 6-inch that's going to come out that'll go with that King Kong Skull Island 6-inch one that they had. So
interesting.
I enjoy the Toy First stuff. The games and everything are all fun. Whether you win or lose, it's still fun. It keeps you entertained, so it's fun. It should be a good 3 weeks. Even if you're not into the other lines, it'll be fun stuff to go throughout the week.
Here we go again. Hopefully I did it right. There you go.
I'm just glad you bought that $1,000 mouse.
God, what a thing. Well, part of it is the whole touchscreen thing, So I should have skipped forward. But I had something on here. What was it? I was like, is this shots fired? Oh, the first part. Yeah, if you look at this, I couldn't tell if they were taking a shot at somebody or what. Mezco Toys returns this February, even if the TIA wants to move International Toy Fair elsewhere. I was like, ooh, what is that about? But anyway, I saw that. This caught my eye too on the first page. I was like, geez, look at all this stuff that they're giving away. Whoever walks away with this junk is just great, man. That's a lot of stuff, man. I was going to total it up, but I'm like, nah, somebody else can do that. Do some work. So yeah, you got that. And then this was interesting. Head to the Penny Arcade and see the hoodlums at Mezco. And see what the hoodlums at Mezco have been up to. People have been talking about this, the Penny Arcade, taking some guests out of this one, and then Personally, when I saw this, I thought hoods. That's what I thought. So maybe we'll see a new character, from the hoods line. I'm assuming that that's what that means, but evidently you'll be able to tell on. I think that we'll get like a stop motion this day,
Yeah.
and then this day, that's when it'll drop. So be ready. Update your cards and payment information. Well, if it's an exclusive, you don't want to be messing around, dude. I'll be honest with you. I would just wipe it. And here's another thing. Do it 3 or 4 days beforehand, because they got that 24 to 48 hours, and some people have been having some problems getting that stuff like updated, because it does take time to switch over. So just make sure you gotta like put that stuff up. Yes, minis. I'm hoping that you get to finally see a tease of Tangerine, or they reveal that. And not to beat this into the ground or anything like that, but they got a lot of games. It's really cool. They're all easy, and it's just to kind of get you in there and participating. But everybody's got a chance. That's what I like about it. So, look at that. And they're busting out some figures that they don't have anymore, like this Clan of the Crimson Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm really interested in this exclusive. Let's see what we get with that. So,
Yeah.
what was this? I know a couple of friends that'll be going for that. The Hawk P40 profiling.
That's what I got last.
Yeah. So this is your Living Dead Doll Day. I don't think we need to mess around with that too much.
Oh wait, can you go up for a second?
Yep.
What is the Scooby-Doo and Mystery Inc. Build-A-Figure?
So I think that's the 5 points, right?
Mm-hmm. I would guess, perhaps.
Yeah.
Build-A-Figure. That's interesting.
Yeah, I can't remember about the Living Dead dolls one to see if hold on a second. I don't know if that's the one that they're talking about. I don't really follow the Living Dead dolls, but that was one of the things that they had initially to Scooby. LDD. And if you look through this, yeah, so it's the Living Dead dolls. So I won't show you that stuff, but they got Scooby, and each one of these Living Dead dolls, because I'm looking at it right now, each one of them, they give you pieces and you build Scooby.
Oh. Okay.
Which is weird because the whole set's $200 and they pretty much give you the whole thing. So it's not like a separate piece, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know how like a Marvel, but this is chock full of a bunch of things too. Like if you look down, like later on, I think it's the next page, but it's probably I'm surprised this didn't really set the internet on fire. But you got your day 3, Kaiju Day. Like CC was talking about, you probably have some kind of reveal with that. But then if you go all the way down, this was very telling. Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Harley Quinn.
Didn't we just talk about this last week? So the Boom baffling brain teaser. So 4 random and selected winners receive a DC comic prize containing Batman 89, Superman, that's cool, Harley Quinn Deluxe Edition. But there you go. So I would assume since this is here that means it's more than likely on its way, or it's finished, and we're going to get it, and as well as Superman.
You have to believe there's a reason why they didn't push back that date. We're in February. We're in February. It says February, so
yeah,
it's right on time.
I think it's ironic that everybody got on this massive dump the figure thing, and now it comes out.
I hope everyone got their refunds.
I hope they did too.
Me too.
Yeah,
get on the wait list now. It'll fulfill.
Yeah. I just think it's funny that they did that. Everybody dumped it and then they announced it that it's going to be coming out. I get, but it's almost like didn't wait for like maybe that last one. I guess it was just people were just really fed up with it. So, but these two things are good. That means that this is coming soon, and Superman is coming soon. I'm really looking forward to both, but Superman especially. So, update. Yeah, I didn't see that. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be cool, man. I'm looking forward to it. I don't think I'll have to be doing a lot of work for this. Thank God. Thoughts, guys? Anything? I know we beat this subject into the ground. All right, go through the chat.
I hope we get the big grub on Kaiju Day. Show more of that.
Oh yeah, Chunk.
That would be a cool kaiju. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Chunk. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm really hoping that they show that and some of the other stuff too. Because you know how they've had a couple of they've had like a couple of things that they haven't shown like completely. So
Firefly.
yeah, that would be cool. I'd love to see some more of the Rumble Society stuff that they got. I think that, like I said before, I think that they're going to be going a little bit more into the Victorian. You know how they had these little areas where they've had street stuff, ninjas, cosmic, magic, and now they seem to be in this Victorian kind of thing right now. I think that maybe we'll get like one or two characters still within that vein, you know, because we got Sod Cutter, got Solomon Kane. You got Gotham by Gaslight. You had Gotham by Gaslight Joker, and so they seem to be, leaning into a little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we saw something like that. That's the reason why I say that, because they stick to these themes. It seems like so. Yeah. That's another one too. Yeah, Atticus. I know it's magic, but it's still. It's almost like all that tailoring is almost still in the same vein. So it's like maybe they're trying to get the most out of that. Let's see here. There was something. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. We'll go through the chat. I figured in this next segment we'll probably lose a lot of people, but I had to do it. I had to do it, man. The reason why is because I had this. You guys know this. I had this ready in December. I was like, yeah, let me make a video about this. I'm like, nah, there's no need to. And then January came, and I'm like, oh God, some of these people really need to hear some of this stuff. So I was like, you know what? If people can complain, I think I can like put out something that kind of like helps. Yeah. So yeah, minis. Thank you, minis. Yep. I'm really hoping to see that. I'm wondering what she'll come with. Tangerine,
Everything. Every accessory.
Living Dead doll. It's here. Yeah.
Cake.
Yeah. All right. So I was gonna cut this segment and do a video of it because, like I said, I've been working on this for a while. So I was like, man, let me make it at least a little bit. So if you hear me reading, that's the reason why. I didn't want to come off as like nonsensical crap. So short pause so we can cut it, right? All right, the Warwick Killer. Heaven forbid if they did Star Wars. Goodness gracious. Can you imagine that? That would just be crazy. So 2022 has come and gone, and that brings us the opportunity for new beginnings, a moment of self-reflection, and the desire to be better than the previous year, right? Because the whole purpose is to create these like little goals that can be implemented into the community and make it better overall. Are these going to be solving all the problems in the world? No, but I came up with 12 MeZ-O-Lutions for Mezco collectors. No applause? Just kidding. You're sitting back here and go, oh God, what is this going to entail? What is it going to entail? Yeah, so excuse me. So these are 12 MeZ-O-Lutions for the 2023. Now, not only can you apply this to Mezco collecting, but you can apply all of these things to your collecting line as well. We'll just say that. That sound good? Ready for number one?
Number one. You're supposed to go backwards, weren't you?
Oh, you know what? That would be a good idea.
Yeah,
But I
you should have done
figured
that. Was that Letterman used to do it that way?
yeah, but I figured I'd get people with the first couple ones, so if it drops off, at least you got the first couple ones in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's somebody, paging these freaking diatribes that he always goes on. So here we go. You ready? Here we go. You ready for the first one? Let's get this down. Let's just get focused. Let's move this down. How do you get rid of this? Stop screen sharing. Don't worry, I'll cut that out in the video. You ready? Here's the first one. Wait till you get it in hand. Wait till you get it in hand. Let's stop trying to complain about things that you don't have in hand or that you don't intend on buying. How about that one? Figures always look better in hand. We all know when we see these things, they're just like we show with the G.I. Joe stuff. It's all digital renders, and when they showcase this stuff at the shows and everything, it's not complete. So let's try this year to not suck out the joy before actually getting in hand, and then you can shit on it. How about that?
Sounds fair.
You've seen it. You've seen it. Most people they get it, and they're like, "Oh, this is better than I thought." Even when reviewers point it out and do stuff, they're always like, "Oh man, this is way better in hand." So, how about that? Maybe this year we do that. Objections? Additions?
Judgment-free zone.
No, no additions. Anything? No. Mezco collectors say, "Okay." That went a little bit better than I thought. I thought I was going to get some backlash on it. Ready for number two? You ready? Number two. Cut the guy taking the first in-hand or unboxing pictures a little bit of slack. God, those guys get roasted, man. Let those guys be, man. They just take the joy out of it. Some guy gets his figure and he's like, "Hey guys, check this out." And he takes a picture of it. And most of us are average collectors, man. We don't, we're not professionals like the reviewers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he gets excited. He got a little bit of sweat thumb grease on the lens, and he's just trying to take pictures and trying to share, and he's happy about it. And everybody's like, "Dude, fix your lighting, fix your camera." And I guess everybody expects reviews and stuff like that. Just cut him a little slack, man. He's showing it. He or she is giving us a preview of it. So yeah,
Exactly.
cut the guy some slack. Anything?
No.
What do you got?
I think somebody made a comment this week about somebody's needs to wipe the grease off their camera or something.
Yeah.
Off their lens.
I get it. Said one resolution broke it. Well, I guarantee you most people have broken all 12 of these at least once. But yeah, there you go. What about people who just take pictures of just the box? That's annoying. Yeah, I understand that. I was a big box. I would always take pictures of boxes, and the guys, the admins, they would tell me, "Dude, stop taking pictures of boxes. Why don't you take it out of the box?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I just didn't feel comfortable taking pictures of it." But I get it because you see people, they'll say, "Oh, guess what? I got Conan," and they just show the box, and people are like, "No, man, just take a picture of what's inside so we can kind of see what's going on." So I get that, but
yeah,
maybe not give them so much slack about it. I don't know. CC, what do you think?
I can't argue with it. I can't argue with it.
I'm trying to get some arguments out of you guys.
No, not for me. You got to get more controversial.
Yeah.
Well, I got a couple more.
All righty.
All right, here's the next one. Ready? For what is this? Number 3, right? This one's very important. Support content creators. They're more valuable than we give them credit for. They're here sharing their opinions about the figures, and they're just trying to they're getting them in hand sometimes before we are getting them in hand, and a lot of times I see a lot of people just shit on them. I don't know, for whatever reason. It's almost like the figure is a representation of who the content creator is, whether they give their opinions about it or what. I've seen some really bad comments like, "You're a tool, you're this shill." I don't understand that anyway. When people call each other shills and stuff like that, because the same person that's complaining about the content creator possibly getting a free figure, I guarantee you, if they sent that person a figure, they would take it in a heartbeat. You know, I won't even talk about the fact that figure is not really for free. That person still has to sit down, mess around with the figure, give his thoughts on the figure, collect all those thoughts, put it on a video. And I don't know how many of you guys have edited videos and done stuff. It's a lot of work. And I guarantee you, it's probably maybe not as much as the figure or whatever they're getting. So they're putting in work for that figure. They still got to give you a video and create content for it. So it's not really free. So, you know, give them a little bit of love, man. Yeah.
Much love.
Yeah. It doesn't cost anything for you to click like or leave a positive comment. Not like a shitty comment. Leave a positive comment.
Thank you.
You want it?
Because you can say thank you even if you don't agree with, even if not liking the figure. Thank you for making me not buy this figure, you know, influencing me to not waste my money on this figure if you don't like what it offers. You don't have to say that. You can just say thank you because, you know, the point is across one way or the other.
Yeah.
They sold you or saved you money.
Yeah. Plasty is a good example. Like Plasty put out, I think he put out a video today. He put out a video yesterday. That stuff's not easy, man. That's the reason why I'm cheating right now and doing it this way, because it does. It just takes me, my workflow is not that great, but it takes a while for you to be able to put those videos together. So it's almost like somebody, you know, a cook making a meal, and then you're looking at it and going, taking a bite and just throwing it or flipping the plate. It's like those guys don't have anything to do with that figure, whether it was broken or whatever it is. I mean, direct your stuff to the company, but don't shit on the content creators. Because, man, we got some good content creators out there, man. And without revealing too much, I've had content creators that I'll talk to, and multiple ones have told me, dude, I just don't like doing this anymore. I've lost it. It's hard to deal with the fact that you're putting out content for people. They don't appreciate it. And then also they're directing their anger towards the content creator. And they're like, why am I doing this? You know, just so, and these guys, like you said, they're giving us their objective opinion about whatever the figure is, and they're showcasing the figure. And you're going to have to buy some of these figures. If some of these guys quit, you're going to have to buy them, blind buy them. Are you ready to do that? So just show a little appreciation to those guys, man. So anyway, whatever. That one's done. CC, nothing?
Number 4.
Oh, man. I thought I was going to get it. Maybe this one will be the one that you do it. This one's a personal one for me. Are you ready?
To me, these are all common sense.
Here they are. I'm trying not to beat it around too much because I know we talked about in little things, you know, in little segments in the show, but this is a big one. Get information from reliable sources. If you don't know what you're talking about, don't say anything. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Because we've heard all this stuff, right? Mezco's going out of business. They're bankrupt. Mezco's not going to make licensed figures. What was the other ones I had? These were gold.
Ponzi
Oh,
scheme.
yeah,
Ponzi.
Ponzi scheme. They make too many more roaches. The figures that they make take 2 to 3 years to produce. I still challenge somebody to tell me 10 figures that they've taken longer than 3 years. No. So anyway, but yeah, there's a lot of people out there, man, and the reason why I say that, it's not to bash on anybody or anything like that, but what it does, it just ruins the experience for everybody, because you got a bunch of guys saying stuff like this. Oh, they're not going to make any more licensed figures, and it just causes frustration in the community. And when that happens, you start adopting that, and you just take yourself out of the whole collecting experience yourself. So, and we all know who they are. Like, there's 4 or 5 people in every group that you look at and you see whenever they comment or they post something, like, oh man, here we go again. So just be cognizant of the people who you're listening to or you're getting some of your information from. Like, and it's different from opinion. You know, there's some guy saying, guess what? This isn't coming out. Look who that person is. Look at their track record. See if they've hit some bullseyes. You never know. But listening to some of these guys, like and personally, I'll do that in the group. I see somebody doing that, I'll delete it. I'll look at the person. If it was somebody, like Darius or something like that, I'd be like, okay, whatever. He knows what he's talking about. But if it's some guy that's like, hey guys, guess what? These 4 figures are coming out next week. I'm like, who are you? This is like a new profile. You don't know anything. Don't do that.
What
Don't cause like disruption. Well, it's drama, bro. It's like, because then I showed you guys that stuff, right? You'll start seeing people, the analytics in the group and stuff like that, and you'll see that this person who's just trying to start some drama has all this engagement when some guy busted his ass and took a picture, and that guy's got like 2 or 3 views on it. It's like, come on, man. So, anyway, I wish these were the 12 Mezco commandments. That'd be cool. Like I said, you can apply this to any line. You ready? Nothing, CC? Come on, I gotta get you on one of these. You got one. What do you got, MC?
Oh, I was just saying number 5.
Oh, 5. Yeah, I'll try to go through the fast one. This is one. I'll expect some blowback on this one. Have patience. Everything doesn't ship at the same time. I noticed that this week. A lot of people are like, this guy's stuff is shipping. How come mine didn't ship today? I get it. Everybody's like wrapped up in this stuff. We're like, oh man, he's got his stuff. I should have my stuff. They don't ship all of that stuff out at the same time. And that goes with like the releases too. These are like estimated release dates. It takes time to do all this stuff. And whether people understand it or not, there's real world things that are happening that are slowing this stuff down, whether you like it or not. So I know it's hard. People put money into it, but just have a little bit more patience, man. Come on, CC.
I mean, ever since you put me in touch with the warehouse guy, I don't really have those issues anymore. So anytime something's moving slow, I just shoot him a message. Mine's on the truck, So it's not about what you know; it's about who you know, folks.
It's true.
I was wondering why mine got switched out. I was like, why am I last now? Dude, I haven't gotten that stuff.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten that stuff. I didn't make a post about it. I was like, yeah.
I sent him a Christmas present. You didn't, so.
Yeah, that's probably right. He's like, P, we'll put this in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
He'll go after Z. Yeah. It's getting a habit of hitting the like button for create. Yeah, this is, I really wish people would, man. Dude, it doesn't cost you anything. You know what there's an underlying current with all of this stuff. I get it. If you're watching somebody and you just don't like them for some reason, I get why you wouldn't like it. But I don't get the math on some of this stuff. If some guy has like 8,000 subscribers and there's like 20 likes on his stuff, it's almost like people are like hoarding that stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like I said, I've had conversations with some of these guys and they're like, man, dude, like I spent all this time on a video and it didn't seem like anybody appreciated it. You'd be surprised if you said, hey man, you don't even have to kiss his ass or her ass or whoever it is, because Bella's toy box. You remember we talking about Bella's toy box? But like, even if you just said something, hey man, thanks for the information or something like that, dude, you're like literally giving them creative fuel to keep on going.
Yeah,
because it just helps, man. I don't know. Yeah, again, it doesn't cost anything.
I wonder what she's doing tonight.
Yeah. Oh man, God. This is
Somebody says she works at a club over here, Paige.
I didn't know that. I only know her because of what you said.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
And I saw a link that she is listed as talent.
Oh really? I didn't know.
I'll show it to you later. Thanks, EDL. Everybody's showing up.
Yeah.
She worked from 3 to 7.
Man. This one I'll make very short. I'll try to make short. But I've seen it. I've had it through personal experience, but I've seen it a lot too. And this one is quit taking information and not crediting people. I see it all the time. Like I said, I'll keep it short and sweet. It's lazy, it's disrespectful, it's hypocritical. If you have something that you got from somebody else, just give them credit for it. I see these big blow up posts and stuff like that, and people are like, oh, this person stole this person stole that from me, and they have screenshots. Because believe me, if you steal something from somebody, I guarantee you they have screenshots. So either do your own work or come up with a better way or a different angle and try not to make it look like the other person's work. I saw something happen. I I saw somebody call somebody out publicly, and everybody jumped on this opportunity to just jump in there and just be like, "Hey." And everybody was sending all these screenshots. Just like I said, they were screenshots. They were showing this. They were showing this. They're doing all this comparison and stuff like that. I'm telling you, dude, the internet never forgets. It doesn't forget. So,
You referring to Miley Cyrus?
and she was stealing music and stuff like that.
Yeah. Bruno Mars. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Vanilla Ice.
No, for sure. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being an original content creator, right? And if you do need to borrow something, like you said, just give credit where credit is due.
Right. I think a lot of times people don't do it because maybe they don't have the ability to create something themselves, and that's perfectly fine. Maybe they're just thinking of a different angle or something like that. But I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, it's
I think
really
some
easy.
people feel like, they always have the old saying about, there's no need to recreate the wheel or reinvent the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they just kind of look at it as, well, the work's already been done, so I'm just going to use it. But like you said, how disrespectful is it just to take someone's work, use it for your own gain and not, how long does it take to get somebody credit? Right? Like you put hours into doing something. I can't spend 30 seconds giving you credit for it. It's kind of crazy. If for nothing, just to give the appreciation for making it possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
About as long as it takes to hit the like button.
I always give you credit for the ladies in the green room, so I don't understand why that's so hard.
Well, that's different.
It's different.
It's very different.
It's different.
Speaking of which, we need some more green Skittles.
Oh yeah. Those are on back order right now. Those are on back order. Yeah, I don't know. I see it happen a lot. I see, like I said, I've had it personally happen, and then I've also seen other content creators. They'll go through it, and like I said, it's I don't know. It's just the internet. It's weird, and it's not something that you look at and go, there's a comparison with certain things. It's flat out. It's just blatant. And I didn't want to dive too deep into this, but it's almost like there's a chosen certain few that it applies to, and then some that don't. And I think it really depends on who it is and how it's being done. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm trying to be PC about it. Yeah, I'm trying to be PC about it, but yeah, just stop taking people's stuff. Like I said before, internet never forgets. So, communication and constructive criticism with companies, that's another one. Yeah. So, not to beat this one because we talked about this before. I'm hoping that maybe we can use these things that we have, these communication tools with companies, and actually use them instead of using them as soundboards. We have access to these people, and I'm just hoping that people will start utilizing that stuff. We get in the live chats and stuff like that and start talking to these companies and saying, hey, this is, we'd like to see this instead of suck, pass, all that stuff. We won't beat that one into the ground. Yeah. So. What's another one? Constructive communication within the community. I didn't really know what to talk about that one, but I figured it was kind of like the same thing.
There was a guy that posted a picture just recently that said that he felt like he wasn't doing a good job, but I don't want to draw too much attention to it and go into detail. But I know that some people said, hey, you're doing great, keep practicing, gave him a few tips, things like that. And
yeah,
that's how people get out better, get better. You just can't pick up people typically aren't that talented where they can just pick up a calendar or camera and shoot a amazing shot. You got to put in your work and get help from others. Help those that help, like you were helped when you first started shooting.
It's really competitive, man. I've learned that over the last year.
There's no prize.
You'd be surprised, man. It's really competitive.
Yeah,
Now, I know some people use that as motivation to be better. I've never been that type of person. I'd rather rely on myself. Nobody's going to be harder on You guys know this personally. Nobody's harder on me than I am on myself. Like you could have experts in their field or do whatever, and they could say, "Oh, you suck, you suck, you suck." I'd take it and smile. I'm like, okay, whatever, because I was in that environment. I had a guy. I had 4 different guys when I was in the military. That's all they did. Wake up in the morning, yell at you. And so there's nothing you're going to be able to tell me or say to me that's going to hurt my feelings. So it's, but it's really competitive, man. It's a competitive field. A lot of a lot of the people that are in it, they got to be the best. And it's just toys, man. Maybe this is kind of like a reality check for it. I was having a conversation with somebody and we were talking, and I think it was who's the content creator? Sean Long. He said he was. I don't keep up with it, so I'll be paraphrasing. So I guess he said that he was done. He's a reviewer, a YouTube reviewer, long-time YouTube reviewer. A lot of people, when they first get in, they know who he is and they see him, they watch his videos. And what happened was that he said he was done. He's retiring. Tom Brady said he's done. I saw people just go through, going back to what we said, and just shit on this dude. I don't know him personally. I think I've maybe seen 2 of his videos. I don't have anything against him, but I'm just sitting there looking at him going, why are they shitting on this dude? He's giving these people almost a decade of content, and they're just shitting on this guy. Saying stuff, yeah, goodbye, see you later, never liked your stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah. I was like, if you don't like him, just don't like him. But to, take your shit boot and kick him while he's going out, I'm like, come on, man, for real? But that's the way it is. It's competitive. And then I had a conversation with somebody about it, and they told me, they said, yeah, it really doesn't matter, because if I left, nobody would really know you, because somebody else behind you would just take your spot. So that competitive part about it, that's what I don't get. You've seen it with some of these guys. They'll take pictures, and once they're gone, they come back or something like that to take pictures and stuff like that. There's other people that are taking your spot. So for it to be that competitive, I don't get. Uh-oh. No?
No debate.
Yeah. It is counterproductive. I'm not trying to be negative when I say this stuff. I'm just trying to bring it out. Make conversation about it. Because it does, man. It just seems like it's really I saw a guy the other day. There was a guy, he had spent like 4 hours on a photo or something like that, and he was really proud of it. And the first thing that happened was that somebody jumped in and said, yeah, you know what? You should have used this color. I said, how can you creatively tell that guy what he should have done and what he shouldn't have done? It's like, that's his vision. What's wrong with it?
Yeah.
It's his picture.
Yeah.
Some places it happens a lot.
Yeah. I think I got this one from UCC. Enjoy what you have, not what you don't. Yeah. Wise man said that. Keeping up with the Joneses.
Right there.
Exactly. I think. See, I should have went in reverse and did yours first.
It's good for all that.
Yeah. Boba is very positive.
Gotta enjoy the wife you got.
Yeah, man. Just keeping up with the Joneses and getting pissed about every little thing and taking it out of it. And I've had that happen to me too. Like sometimes it's on overload for me. I'll read those comments and stuff. And I'm like, oh God, I gotta get out of here. You're just trying to suck the joy out of it. But yeah, it's like, it just takes too much of it. So, and it's a lot of the people looking at stuff going, oh, I wish I had that. I wish I had this. And it just kind of stinks, man. It's just taking all of these things, just take the joy out of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find one that MC that you won't like.
One that MC won't like? That's going to be hard to do.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe CC. Maybe this is the one. I'm trying really hard. Oh, this is great because nice segue level of the game. This is another one right here. Stop trolling, just being negative in the groups. That trolling stuff. Man, it was good. To be honest with you, it was cool maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It's kind of like when you know how people take pictures of the Walmart swaps. but it's just overdone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just oh god. But getting in the groups and just trolling and just trying to suck the joy out of thing. It was cool 2 or 3 years ago, man. Like it's time to evolve. Really, it is. Trying to enjoy stuff. We've talked about this before, right?
Mhm.
Come off a hard
Life
day's
is
work, you
short.
want to go in the group. Yeah, exactly. Like you said,
Life is
life
short.
you can get struck down anytime, and you just want to have some fun, man. That's the whole point. You want to go in there, interact with people, mess around, say, "Hey, man, what's up?" Enjoy some figures, and there's just one guy, not one, there's probably 4 or 5, and they're just always in there. Yeah, it sucks. Hate this. It's
Easy
like,
pass.
yeah. Not and not just on one or two things. It's everything.
Yeah.
It's not, a preference thing. It's more of that. So yeah. And this is probably the most important one. Build up the network in your group. It just comes from being positive. You ever notice like people when they that's a good one. Minis and Boba. I don't know if they knew each other before, but when they're in the group, you just build up these networks, man. And it's because you share common interests and common goals, and you're trying to be positive. I guarantee you, people that are positive or at least trying to have a good experience, I guarantee they have more success than people that are just in there just being negative, man. Would you give a figure to somebody who was like just constantly saying it sucks, I hate this, I pass, and this company sucks? I don't know. For me, when I see that, I just go, I got a list. I got a list of guys that I'm just like, man, I don't want to deal with this person. I have to deal with them for certain reasons, but you know what I mean? Like if it's a group thing. But most of the time, if I look at it and I go, you know what? I don't want to have that kind of energy. I just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
So all of those things, I guarantee you have a better collecting experience. Maybe even if you did one or two of them. Guarantee you.
Yeah.
That was 12.
I shortchanged some of them. I didn't
Oh,
want to go on too of a tirade.
they say like, man, has my counting gotten really bad? Like, how did it?
I had 12. I counted.
Where did I lose
counted.
track?
I counted.
Yeah.
I went a little long on some of them, but no, I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Wait till you get in here. Cut the guy taking the potato camera. Picture some slack. That's 2. Support content creators. Get information, reliable sources. 4. Have patience. 5. Stealing. 6. 7.
I
8.
need you to come up with a creative
9,
acronym
10,
so we can remember all
11,
12.
and 12. Yeah, that's 12. No, I didn't want to do that. Everybody's going to forget this anyway. Everybody's going to either forget about all these things or they'll pick 1 or 2 things and they'll say, Paige said this. He said
A
F
lot
the
of those
groups.
things are
He
things we
said,
talked about a lot before, though. It's not.
yeah, we have. I just wanted to compile them all in one thing. That
Yeah.
way, people can come back and look at it if they want. But I'm telling you, man, I honestly think that those couple things, I guarantee you, it would just make for a better experience, man. I know guys that cut people out and block them in groups just so they don't have to like see some of that stuff.
Yeah.
And so
You should make number 13 find ways to make it better. It seems like people always look for ways to tear it down. You know what?
yeah,
Just find a way to make it better. If you just go with that mentality alone, hey, I'm going to go in a group to find a way to make it better instead of just finding a way to bitch about everything. Hashtag, you got it down there? Hashtag,
yeah,
quit bitching.
yeah,
It'll be so much better just for everybody and yourself. And
yeah,
yourself. Remove that stress.
yeah.
There it is. That's the T-shirt right there. That's the one.
We're past the 7-minute mark.
Quit bitching, and on the back you put update your payment. Quit bitching, update your payment.
Well, you're all right. That should be 13. I mean, yeah, finding a way just to kind of like make it a little bit better. And as always, I'll extend an olive branch. I know we're going to be doing the toys for the thing, but I tell you what, just so it doesn't seem like I'm a shill or I'm trying to like be biased or anything. I tell you what, I'll even work on 12 things that would make it a better Mezco experience from the company side. How about that?
Ooh.
Oh, what's that? Oof.
Ooh.
What's that?
Ooh.
Fair and balanced, right?
You're going to get us canceled.
Yeah.
No, nobody will care.
Crossing
Taco
enemy
Bell will never
line.
back us after this one.
Well, the thing is, even if I did it, it would still be stuff that you could get stuff out of. Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't be me coming on and just griping and complaining about something. It's just like I do with anything. You identify the problem and then you give a solution. I think a lot of people are so concerned about just finding out, someone to blame, not the problem and what the resolution could possibly be, So repeat that. I didn't hear that. I said after Toys Fair, I will come up with a list of things, 12 Mezz-O-Lutions for the Mezco side. How about that? He said
We have
repeat
to
that.
involve more than 12 figures and a quarter, right? Because that's what
There's
everybody
more.
really wants, right? We want
Yeah,
more,
but
we
there's
want more than
more.
12 figures and a quarter. That's what we want.
But there's more 12. Oh man, dude. Like, you know what? There was only 3 in January. So, but
Yeah.
we're getting a bunch now. So
Only
Open the
3.
gates.
I can make number 1. Shoot, I'd like to see that. But yeah, he said Mezco should make more Punishers. That would be cool, man. I'd love to see them do that.
With the new logo, Boba?
Yikes.
There you go. They're stirring some controversy.
Yeah. He said, I'm putting my bed frame together. Yeah, it's okay.
MC does that a lot. Bed frame repair.
Also, with that, because it was a Mezz-O-Lution, I don't want to hammer it anymore. So now that that's out of the system, we won't talk about it on the show anymore. How about that? I got some good positive topics for us later on. It's gonna be good. That's it. That's the show.
That's it?
Yeah, that was it.
Dang.
Just in time for the 2-hour after show?
Yeah, the 2-hour after show. No,
Black Panther 2.
Man,
Ooh,
I got
Wakanda Forever.
I know I want to watch that. And look, I didn't even open this yet. Look, it's still in the plastic.
I can't wait to get one of those. He looks fantastic.
My mom's watching it, or my mom. Jesus. My
Did
wife
you
is
just
watching
call your wife your mom?
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is she listening?
No. Jesus Christ.
Somebody capture that. That's good.
I was gonna fly that in there. I was gonna have it hovering.
It took me forever to realize what that was because I didn't see any wings or anything. I'm like, what is that?
Oh, look. So it's got a little tab on it.
It's like a transformer.
Yeah.
A robot.
Yeah. And so I want to make sure I don't get it right. But these flip out first.
That's impressive.
And then this, wait a minute, I did it wrong. Apologies. Oops, I turned it on. So if it cuts my finger off, you'll know why. And you know what the thing is? They have the numbers on there for which ones you're supposed to do first.
Remember the Big
There you
Bang
go.
Theory when they got a drone?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It's amazing, man. And look, there you go.
It's got the camera and everything.
Yeah, it's in.
Spy on the neighbors.
I took it up, I flew it up, and I think there's like, you're only supposed to fly at 400 feet, I guess. And I looked up, I was like, holy crap. 400 feet's pretty tall, but I was like, holy crap. It's a lot of fun, man. It's you got to get used to it.
Is that the Mini 3, the Mini 2? Which one is that?
No, this is the 2. It's kind of like it was a starter. I didn't want to put a bunch of money into it.
Oh, it's awesome.
Well,
How many naked sunbathers do you have in the area?
In his backyard, or?
Well, they're all the old ladies too, so.
Hey, now. Don't hit on the Golden Girls.
He lives next to a
Blanche Devereaux down the street.
Yeah.
He lives next to a 55-plus hedonism neighborhood.
Yeah.
Very specific population.
Yeah. This thing is actually pretty quiet though, like when you're flying it. And so, but people, they'll know, they'll see it. But yeah, I've been on the fence about getting one of these for like 8 years. And then of course, anniversary and said, here you go. I was like, holy crap, man, thank you so much.
Glad to see all that hard work paid off.
I know, right? All that digging and piping paying off.
Yeah.
Ooh, God. Oh, I gotta show you pictures today, the other day. Oh no, I did. I sent them to you. Yeah. I thought it was a spacewalk. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, did you guys see that? Um, what is it? The Buzz Lightyear. I saw somebody did that. Oh man, I can't remember who it was. There was a Buzz Lightyear suit, and somebody just put the skull on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. That's about it. Right.
Was
So
it
now
the
the
Figure Arts Buzz?
I
no,
think
it's just a cheap one. It's
I think it's the
the
one you can get at Target. And they have it at Disney too.
yeah,
Disney
and
World.
it was on sale at Amazon, and I checked earlier today. It was 10, and then this morning I'm like, maybe I should buy a couple of these. Get 3 of them, and then I saw they were down to 6, and then they were down to 2. So I was like, oh well.
6. Oh, I thought you meant $6 and then down to $2. And you're like, no, I'm going to wait and see if I can get it down to $1.
No. I suck at those deals. I gotta wait for you guys to send me that kind of stuff because I'm like, every time I look, it never does it. So,
Yeah.
did you have problems with yours, Dom, with the arm? You should do that right now. Let's do it right now, right?
You got those big ham hands.
Open it. Open it.
So we know that this wasn't open, right? So if I break it on camera, oh well. Usually I do my opening thing. Oh, look at that! Streak continues, buddy.
Mm.
That's how you know you've opened a bunch. I'm gonna read the instructions first because that's what you're supposed to do. He said he was fine. He said he was fine. Right out the box, right?
You must live up north in Cory country.
Yeah, eh? Somebody said that. Oh yeah, I guess the belt. Is that supposed to look like that? The belt?
It's offset. Yep.
So that's part of the character.
The Amazing said it was asymmetrical. Is that the way you described it? It's an asymmetric design.
Mm. There you go. Everybody's like, no, go to the shoulders first.
Yeah, break that arm.
Or the shoulder pad. That was another thing. I saw people with these little straps in here. I saw them breaking that. Are we ready? So
I like the idea that they added that instead of everything just being attached.
Uh-huh. Mm.
Mm.
Oh crap! Just kidding. Did you say, "Oh come on," like there was going to be a break?
I was being sarcastic.
I think the mistake that a lot of people make with these figures and arms, the first time you bend an arm, you shouldn't be grabbing it from the wrist and bending up.
Oh, you saw how I did it?
You've always got to grab it up by the bicep instead of using all that leverage to snap it.
Mm-hmm.
Fulcrum and lever. Science, people. Fulcrum and lever. What does that mean?
I'm just showing you. I broke it in just now, and now
No,
this one's a little stiff.
People are going to be asking, what is a fulcrum and lever?
Force, and I don't know. It's been a long time since I have physics, so fulcrum is the point of.
Oh crap! The boot broke.
The point of force, right? Isn't that what, like the balance point? Like the fulcrum is where the most force is exerted. Am I right?
All right, man. I didn't have any problems. That was just one though.
Yeah.
My
it's
experience.
Like when you're using a lever, if you put that fulcrum closer, right, you're going to get more force on that point. If you put it in the middle, it's going to be more balanced, i.e., a teeter-totter, right? You put the fulcrum in the middle, that way it's balanced on both sides. But if you put all your leverage on one side, it's pretty obvious you're going to increase your risk of snapping.
Will it fit?
You know what? I know it won't. I can tell you that right now because of that.
Back.
Yeah, that rack's too big.
He looks fantastic.
Did you get yours yet, Cory?
No.
No.
I'm pretty sure I ordered mine from the comic shop. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this looks good, man. I
saw
that these straps. I kept seeing that. I saw somebody break those. I don't know, man. I've messed with these figures so much. I know I don't take a lot of pictures and stuff like that, but I put a lot of time on them, and I don't know. I just the very first time I messed, like that's how you just saw me. That's how I mess with all of them, but I'm a little cautious. But except for that alien, I'll be honest with you, I went ham on that thing just to see. I was like, yeah, if I ever had any kind of an intention of breaking something, it was that one, because I was like, I got 10 days. This will be the first figure I really push. Well, just to see. But I mean,
Yeah.
most of the time, I'm kind of like, I tell you one figure that I'm still nervous to mess with is Deadpool. Oh my gosh. I think the one that I have, I think it may be maybe it's just too stiff, but that's one figure I'm really afraid of messing with. And I've seen guys, D has one, and I was gonna get with him, but sorry to read comments, but the one that I have, it's very, very stiff, stiffer than Catwoman, and I'm afraid to break that one. So, chicken wing, pure articulation. Yeah. So hey, there we go. Should I open up the other one too? Again, my experience may not be yours. You maybe had a QC issue. I was just showing that. Man, I'm very interested in seeing how far this can go. Wow, they still gave you room too. And the material that they use is stretchy, so you can do that. Okay, cool. All right, well, that's it. There you go. What color Deadpool? It's not the X-Men version. It's the red version. And I tried opening there's a regular version and there's the one that has the head pool. I tried opening the regular version, and oh gosh, I think I just need to take a hairdryer to it. The X-Men one was fine. So, anyway.
I have
We
the
need
head
more
version.
breakdowns.
I have no issues with mine.
Yeah. You didn't have it? Was yours?
No issues. No, I got mine relatively recent though. 112 or no, I'm sorry, Mezco Monday prize.
Oh yeah. Dang, you won Mezco Monday and you won Hawk P40.
Yeah.
That's all this guy does is win.
I know you ain't talking there, Cory.
What's that?
You won some stuff.
I won once.
Modest.
You want to know who?
Sit on a certain package this year, though.
Easy.
Come on.
The mega packet.
Can you imagine? I know we're getting ready to get off or whatever, but could you imagine being the person that gets the opportunity to get that figure in hand first?
Oh, 89?
Could you imagine the messages and the questions, and everyone's going to want to see it, and clean your camera. I'm not sending any pictures. I'm going to send you a picture of the box.
Yep.
And that's all you people are getting if I win. So you better hope
after the conversation we just had.
You guys better hope that I don't win, because I'm sending a picture of just the box and the empty tray contents.
In the box it'll be a fuzzy picture as well.
Yeah, right.
Smeared Vaseline on the lens.
Use my mom's cell phone.
Yeah.
Her jitterbug. Don't tell my mom that I said she has a jitterbug. I'm sure she doesn't. No, don't tell her that I said that.
Uh-oh.
That's awesome. Uh-oh.
You did break something.
No. The wrists those are a little bit
soft.
Those are a little bit, no, they're a little bit stiff. Yeah. My one wrist, look. You're not gonna be able to tell, but
which head do you like better?
Oh yeah. Look at that. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just stiff. Like I said.
So she said.
Yeah. Well, there we go. I broke the seal. See, once you get past it, it's good. I just put the right hand.
That's two in a row.
Exactly. Which head do I like? I like the one with the eyes. This one's cool. Do I have it down all the way? Yeah, this one's cool. I like this one.
I like my bishop with hair.
Mm-hmm.
I like the eyes on this one. That's the reason why I like this one. But
yeah,
I'm sorry. Ooh, sorry.
I do wish they did his hair a little bit more like they did like the Predator. If they had not made it such a solid sculpt, that'd have been
Like
really
a
cool.
rubbery kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be
man.
awesome.
I almost wondered if you could take like an X-Acto knife to that and kind of open it up some.
Yeah. Oh, thank you,
I'll let you do
Paul.
that with yours. I don't want to do that to mine, but I'll let you do that with yours.
Yeah.
Let me know how it works.
You think? Yeah, you know what? I'd love to do more. I didn't think people were interested in it, so I kind of like scaled back on it. I was like, I'll just do the lives. I didn't think people were really into it.
You promised us more. I do believe
I
that's part of your
know.
New Year's resolution.
It was, yeah. So I need to get on that. I really do. Guess supposed to motivate me, cattle prod me. I wish I could get him in that Deadpool slams even he appears. Yeah. All right. All right, no breakage. Should I put a disclaimer? Yeah, I'll put a disclaimer out. And also, before you go chopping up this video and trying to start drama, if you have any problems with me as a content creator, or if you hear something, please message me. I'll be happy to explain what I mentioned or what I said. Because you know how like people like to chop up stuff and say you said something. Take everything in the context of what I said, the whole conversation. Don't pick and choose one or two things out of it, because I guarantee you somebody's going to. So please, and if you do have questions, please contact me. This is so cool. Anyway, I promise we won't do that anymore. Got it out of my system. We got to do like open parties or something, man. That would be fun.
Ooh.
Time it when we get it.
Everybody's got to hold on to their Conan until we get a chance to do it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Conan.
Oh, let's do that. We could do that. You want to do that?
I'm patient. I can hold off. I don't know about MC.
Oh, I'm good.
He likes to bust them open.
We'll do that.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do open party.
Is it okay to open it though to do a QC check?
Yes, so you can be within the 10 days. Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you know. I'll send you pictures on Sunday. Just kidding.
Are you getting it Sunday?
I think it's Sunday or Monday. It's targeted to be here.
Oh man, he's rubbing it in.
No, I'll wait.
He's killing me.
No, I have visitors anyway coming, so it'll be nice. You know, I won't be able to do much anyway.
Family.
Are you man, yeah, I haven't gotten shipping for mine yet at all, so we'll see how it goes. I was trying to see somebody message.
Me either. I gotta hit my guy up, see what's going on.
Yeah.
That used to be your guy.
Old Joe down in shipping.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lucky dog. Oh yeah.
Does he give you the wrap with the bubble wrap too now too? Also.
Yeah.
Goes around twice.
and he throws some extra mezzets in there for him as well.
He gets a 3-pack every time. He gets a black, a red, and a green.
Dom messaged me and asked me about the cape. I think the amazing for the cape. Yeah.
Ooh,
oh, it does have a wire. That's cool. Sorry, what?
No, Minnie's got her shipping label today.
I know, yeah.
Conan.
Yeah, another somebody. We were talking about that actually. Talking about that kind of sparked one of the MeZ-O-Lutions, but it wasn't directed at her or anything. It was like about the shipping and everything. Because you know how like, wow, look at that. It's like frayed. It's got like a little bit of black on it.
Like burnt, kind of scorched.
Yeah.
Remember when they used to call that carbon scoring when they started doing that on the Star Wars Kenner figures?
Yeah, this looks good, man. And some material. I wish I had new materials better. But yeah, it was like she was like, my friend, he was telling me they're all West Coast and they got their shipping for Conan. And I've been doing like a little experiment where I ordered maybe like 2 and then I'll do a single order just to see. Okay. Like if well, you know, like how they say, oh, they're shipping the singles out and stuff like that. So let me try. So I've done it like probably the last like maybe 2 months, and I'll do 2 separate orders just to see. And it's all random, really.
Yeah.
I thought it maybe had to do with like location, like maybe the West Coast people got it first, but you got yours.
West Coast
And
of Florida.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Like you
I know.
got yours, and yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
West Side Florida. Yeah.
yeah,
West
and I
West.
ordered, yeah, West. But what was it? I also thought that maybe it was like time. It's not time. It's
Mhm.
just random, bro. It doesn't matter how many you ordered. It doesn't matter what time you ordered. They just. I figured maybe they batch it. You know, they do a geographic location and maybe go, okay, we're going to ship X amount of these to this place. We're going to ship X amount of these to this place because it would make sense.
Yeah.
If you did it in order, let's say us 3 order, right? I ordered 5, you ordered 4, and you ordered 3, right? But you're like, oh, Florida, this way. But you're going in order. That doesn't give you, you're making these small batch shipments and you're going everywhere just to try to keep the order of people who order. It just, it won't work. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got the label for Conan. Yeah, that's about it. What about you guys? Anything?
Ready for the weekend.
What do you got planned?
In-laws in town. So.
Is that good or bad?
He said that with such enthusiasm. He
did,
such
That's why I asked you.
enthusiasm.
Yeah,
Oh man.
We'll go to the green room for that discussion.
For the after show.
Yeah. Nick, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming. Minis, yep, everybody. Thank you, guys. Oh, that's it. CC, anything?
No, sir. Great show as always. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening to me rant again.
Always enjoy it, guys.
Well, next week it'll be even more super positive because we'll have Toys Fair and all the reveals and stuff. Yeah. You want to do a last prediction?
I need a minute to think. I know Cory's got one brewing.
Yeah.
Me? No. No.
Nobody?
We're going to see a new IP.
Really?
Yep.
What do you think? I think because when I was looking at it, the 1-2 reveals, there's like, I think it's 12-2. I think I'm not.
Yeah.
Offhand,
we've already had RumbleCon though, so I mean they're not gonna.
Man, Toys Fair last year, they unloaded a lot of stuff.
That's when we found out about Ninja Turtles, right?
Mm-hmm. But they unloaded a lot of stuff. It would be cool to see new IP. What would you want to see?
Mandalorian.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah. I mean that goes without saying, but Mandalorian, Indiana Jones. I'm trying to think of something obscure that would be really cool to see. Brave Star.
Oh, that would be cool. Talk about a throwback there. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Cops.
Man, I love that show.
Yeah.
That was an awesome show, man. Like
Scat Macaque from the Paul Abdul video. No, I think something that would translate well. 112. Trying to think of something that Mez would pick from a long time ago with a new, like the 80s, from his, like the genre he likes to pull from.
Mm-hmm. So from what I saw on the itinerary, I was trying to pull it up again. Let's just do it one more time again. From what I saw, let's just go back here. Is it screen sharing? No, right? Hopefully not, right?
RoboCop.
Is that it? It's funny. Like a lot of people want to see them do some of these characters, but they don't have soft goods. It's just kind of funny to see now.
They did Iron Man.
I know, but everybody wasn't on board with it. Everybody's like, "Why are they doing this?" Yeah. And I keep trying to tell people, like, "Yeah, if you want to expand the line, you got to do different stuff. You just can't stay in the box like that. This helps you creatively do more characters or have different things. You just because eventually you'd run out of soft goods characters, right? To do.
What do you think, Cory? What's a good IP, new IP?
Man, there's so much stuff out there.
I know.
You know,
It's hard to narrow it down, like stuff you want to see.
Yeah. So really quick, because somebody asked. So it says there'll be a brand new drop available 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a little something for everybody. So February 8th, that's when you're going to be getting your exclusive 112 collective figure. So the 8th.
what if
At
they would
1
ever
p.m.
go back and revisit any of the old Hanna-Barbera characters? You know what I mean? They gave you a Space Ghost, but
Think like was it the Herculoids?
yeah, something like that would be cool. Yeah.
Would you guys be on board with this because of the show? And they did say they were going to do a season 2, so there's some breathing room. Would you? I know, what was that company that did this? Is it 5K Toys or something like that?
Yeah, Nada or one of them.
Yeah, so they did this, but would you be on board if Mezco tried to tackle this?
I'd buy it.
I'd like this too, man. I really would. Just a nice little team build.
Could you imagine the accessories?
Oh yeah. This is sorry, Corey. I was trying to get your face from being covered. This is a good one too. I keep thinking they're gonna do that one day. Ghostface or Chucky. That would be cool. God of War Gears, you know.
You know, it'd be fun. A Zelda line. Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I wonder. I know that they dipped their toe in the video game thing with the pyramid head.
Yeah,
The
Silent Hill.
pyramid head. Yeah, so I'm wondering if I kept thinking that maybe they do something like Leon or something like that. You know, you do Silent Hill, you do Resident Evil because it's
Yeah.
Capcom, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I would love what's Witchy Poo?
Witchy Poo.
This would be really good too.
Yes.
You know what would be really cool to see is a new, along with this female body that they're pushing out, a new big body,
Mm-hmm.
a revamped bigger body that they can put all these, but it has more articulation points.
A new Bluto.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. I keep hoping they'll do Olive. I don't know how they would do her though.
Balance.
Yeah. What was it? Oh yeah, here. I had a
The wheels are
list.
turning, Cory.
No.
I need a new Penguin.
That's a good one too.
Batman, get ready for that series coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to me.
Yeah, somebody posted a picture of that stuff. What is this? Is it HR pun stuff?
Oh, puffin
I'm
stuff.
not-
Means HR puffin stuff.
Yeah.
That's a throwback.
What's the new Penny Arcade? Is that a possible female hoods? Man, see, yeah. Remember I mentioned this before? I was like, man, it would be cool if they did if they did the hoods characters, but they added a female to it, kind of like to, get with the times and stuff like that.
Like a girl named Penny, and she's a gamer or something. Like a.
Yeah, she would have she had to have like Beats headphones or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what would you give her. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry.
Like a power glove.
Oh, it's kind of like a retro thing.
Well, I'm just joking. Like throw a power glove on her. I don't know what else you could. VR headset.
Yeah.
Power glove would be awesome. Yeah, that's an old throwback there.
Nintendo light gun. Someone said.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar. What's Beatrix, kiddo? What is that? I know Bride and Kill Bill.
Kill Bill. Yeah.
Because it doesn't say go to the Penny Arcade in the information. Yeah, no, they're really good about throwing teasers and stuff like that in there. And I mean, do you think that they would do Zoltar?
Do what?
Zoltar. Do you think that they would do Zoltar?
Mm.
I mean, would there be interest in that?
Can't rule anything out, can we?
Yeah, I mean,
It seems like it's all fair game.
Yeah.
Pull some stuff out. I mean, people go nuts for it. I mean, 66 Riddler, that'd be amazing.
Okay, so it is the plan. Gotcha. Thank you. Well, thank you for telling me that. I did not know that. I just thought it was the bride picture. This is a good one too. I'm wondering, like, some of these things. I kind of wonder, like, how much interest people would have in it, though. You know, to be honest with you, like the Addams Family, I would like it.
Yeah.
But then, which version would you do? Would you do the animated version, or do you do the? And
90s.
man, I felt or that one, the Ratatouille one, or do you do the one, the classic black and white? Did you hear Wednesday? She died.
Yeah.
The actress that played her. Oh God. Yeah. So the Penny Arcade is one. Oh, here we go. One of the characters in the background of the Christina Gomez. Oh, very good catch. Plasty, send me a picture so I can show it. This would be awesome. A 4-pack? Ooh, that'd be expensive.
I'm down.
Remember, you got to think.
Not now. I just use my reward points. You got to wait.
You got to replenish them.
Yeah.
Or he says more pre-orders so he can build up his reward points.
Yeah, got to get those back up.
Yeah, Mezco. Yeah. Oh, so I did write down some. So there's it's not like a wish list, but I was wondering if this will happen. I'm not saying this will, but I'm just wondering if it would. Like if they show Static 6 stuff, I think it would be cool if they did a Death Dealer Static 6. They did Conan.
It would translate well.
Oh yeah, and you're already riding off of the Death Dealer already. You're in the middle of Conan. I know it's not the same story arc, but I'm talking about just as far as properties. You're riding on Conan the Conqueror, and then you got King Conan coming, so you're still doing that. I still think that they could do an MDX version of Death Dealer. Do a horse, and then have a different look. You know? I know how everybody was like, oh, it's bluish tint. Maybe if they did a flesh tone, you just take the Conan body and just do it. But a Static 6 Death Dealer statue, I think people would buy that. This is another one. The third one I didn't know if people would really do, but I figured maybe if you were just riding the hype train right now, but I think that people will buy a Pink Skulls Chaos Club statue.
Mm-hmm.
I could see a good amount of people. You don't have to do a big run on it, but depending on what you did, I don't know, like, spacesuits or something like that. But, just having them do some kind of pose, and they're really good about marketing them and putting them in a pose. So, yep, that's another good suggestion there.
But oh gosh, what the heck was the name of that cartoon? Inspector Gadget.
That would be cool. How would you do the arms?
We'd have to have like maybe separate arms or something, like plug and that's really outside of Mezco's box. And that'd be hard with that overcoat.
They're already doing Fantastic Four, though. He's got to have some type of an elastic arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wondering how they're going to do that, or how they're going to do that. This is a good idea, too. Maybe when they get the female body, when they get that kind of down. The third one I have for Static 6 was Eddie, but I didn't know if that would really...
Yeah.
That was kind of like, I don't know. You're still riding the hype train of it, so maybe it would. And then I had a new G.I. Joe character reveal.
Oh?
Well, I know that they have... we don't have any of them out yet. And they still got one that they teased, but I think that just to keep the momentum going, maybe if they did another Joe, maybe if you saw like Duke or Flint.
Cobra Commander.
I thought maybe they would need to do a Joe.
Oh yeah, they've only got 2.
Well, yeah, you have Destro, and you showed Firefly, and you have Storm Shadow they showed. So I mean, to kind of balance it out. Yeah. You could do either or, but I think it'd be better if they did a mainline Joe character.
You almost have to do Duke, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
how does Duke not make it in the first 6? You would think.
Yeah. And like I said, I know they already have figures projected. A lot of people also have to understand, like we talked about before, Toys Fair, this is the stuff that you're going to see now is stuff that you're going to see within the year or year and a half. So when they show this stuff, you know, obviously the exclusive they'll have for pre-order, but when they show this stuff, this is all stuff that you're going to get later on. So
Yeah.
and that's what I mean. You're still following the Joe line. You already have those other characters, and you have these other characters in the queue. That character's just being piled on, and you're just keeping it going.
What a Beetlejuice.
Dude, yeah. You can make a couple of versions of that. You do the traditional, you know, the stripe. Yeah. And then you do the velveteen, or whatever, the velvet maroon, or what do you call it, the cranberry suit.
Yeah.
And then if you really got a hair up your ass, I can guess you do the overcoat, the cabbie. You know what I mean? Like the trench coat. Would you buy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be the first Keaton figure I'd buy.
You would almost be hooked in to get 89. That way you can put them both in the same shot.
Yeah. Swap the heads.
Cece's like, how much longer? That's it. We're done.
Yeah.
Now it's time to wait to fall out. I usually get 1 or 2 messages that are pretty interesting. You guys see them anyway. So. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Please remember, I need to get with these guys, though, but please remember, we'll probably push the show back to Thursday so we can get that whole week of goodness, or the whole 3 days of goodness in there, and do a nice little wrap-up show. All positive, I promise. None of these old topics. But it'll be our, 4th week of Toys. So what? Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of just Toy Fair stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get through it quick. I have a bunch of topics. Nothing bad. More like I'll send you guys some of the stuff. It's good topics. Anybody else? No? Good. Bueller? Nobody? Last words? Bam. No.
Be prepared. I'll beat the drum. The dead horse. Be prepared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have a feeling we got so if you saw that window, it said Superman.
Yeah.
Batman. They'll have that pre-order. Have a good night, minis. Have a good night, see you. Batman, Superman, that pre-order. And there was a couple of other ones that I had on there. So yeah, man. Oh, you know what else? It's a big one too. I don't know if a lot of people got it, but that Nautilus crew builder set, that's in that window. There's a bunch of stuff, man. Yeah.
So much money.
Yeah. And all this Joe stuff is dropping. It's crazy. All right. We won't drag this anymore. Everyone have a great night tonight. You guys got anything? Last word, seriously? Nothing?
No. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
No, thank you guys. All right. Happy birthday, Sawyer. I am too. That's another one too. Here he added to it. Look at got them by Gaslight. Yeah. Man, that's 112. That's not much. That's a lot of value for that one. Anyway. Bye. Remember, they're just toys. Have fun.